Hello, faithful listeners, and welcome to All Hail the King, a podcast where we delve into the mystic, mysterious, and often macabre world of Stephen King adaptations. My name is Garin, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Joe and Viv, and on this episode, we're carrying on.
I have to get Carrie up on Letterboxd so I can remember the names of all the actors.
I've got all the actors here as well.
So we're talking about the 1952 Carrie by William Wyler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's the one I watched,
we all did the reading then. Okay, that's good.
Not since Salem's Lot have I felt so inundated with a single piece of media.
Yeah, I think I said this for Salem's Lot, and I can't remember what other one. Oh, The Shining I also said this for, but this especially, because at least the Salem's Lot adaptations had, like, kind of substantial differences in parts. They were, like, quite different stylistically, and, you know, these are as well. But, yeah, geez, it's been, especially you've, like, watched every one of these more than both me and Viv.
Yeah, in the last 8 days, I've watched Carrie 8 times in some form or another, not including the special features, which I've gone into depth on 3 of them at least. One of them didn't have special features for me to watch, so that kind of made it a little easier.
Is that 2002?
Yeah.
Were you kind of annoyed when I found a commentary for it? Just because it was like another thing to watch?
It's not even a good one either.
Oh, it's fucking awful. I'm going to save it, but I will be ranting about that commentary.
I think if I do get into that, I'll have to get into my views on it. And I think we're better off starting with
the start.
It's weird because we could start with Carrie 2002 and then Carrie 2013 because they're both Carrie.
Yeah.
And then Rage Carrie 2 is... But Rage Carrie 2, it's weird.
It's better to go chronological.
Yeah.
Carrie 2
We're just going to start with Rage Carrie 2.
Yeah, because it's a direct... Well, it's a direct sequel. It is a sequel to the Brian De Palma.
It's somewhat a sequel.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
I mean, it has a character in it.
Yeah.
It has footage.
It does, yeah.
Just a quick recap, because this is part 2, and obviously, usually we cover the book's history, which we did last week when we did the Brian De Palma one. Last episode. Did we record last week?
We recorded last week.
Well, I can give myself a pass for that, but then...
I won't give you a pass.
That's fine, okay. Last episode. But just to go over, Carrie is Stephen King's first novel. It's what shot him into stardom. And Viv and I both read it for these episodes.
It is true.
So you can get 2 different perspectives. We're not going to go into like the full history of it, but we'll talk about what the different adaptations have in common as we go through them.
Yeah. They're pretty accurate, all of them. I wouldn't say one like delves that far. The only one that's like obviously extremely different is Rage the Carrie 2.
Yeah, because it's
Rage 2 the Carrie. Fuck.
Rage 2 Carrie 2.
Rage 2 Carrie 2. Carrie 2.
Oh god, that's such a bad title.
Carrie 2 The Rage, according to the VHS, which I didn't notice.
The Rage and the Carrie Tokyo Drift.
That's the one. But yeah, they're all pretty accurate. Even this one, like, it follows the same structure.
Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, unintentionally, I'm sure you've heard about how Rage Carrie 2 came about.
No.
It was a completely separate script, and they were just like, wow, this has got a lot of similarities to Carrie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And because it was the same production company, it was just like, fuck it, let's just make it a sequel to Carrie.
It was originally titled The Curse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it took like years to rework it as a sequel.
Yeah. It did also have another name at some point in time.
Carrie 2 Say You're Sorry? Or are you thinking of a different one?
No, I mean, I've got a lot of notes here, so I do apologize if I'm not finding it right away. So it was called The Curse, then it was called Say You're Sorry, and then it was The Rage, and then Rage Carrie 2.
Yeah. I kind of like Carrie 2 Say You're Sorry as a title.
Carrie 2 Say You're Sorry?
I don't know, is it better than The Rage Carrie 2?
This is part of the reason why I don't like things that are named after people.
Yeah.
So just like, this person 2. Like, obviously, you can't call this Carrie, just call it Carrie 2, because Carrie's not in it.
Carrie
But also, they did that with the movie Honey. And Honey 2.
They should have just called it Rachel.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
But then that's no dumber than calling the first one Carrie.
Yeah. It's just a more common name. And it was pre-Friends, so you know.
Yeah.
Well,
actually,
it wasn't pre-Friends. Actually, a lot of characters in this are specifically named after characters in Friends.
Of course, I wrote down Rachel and Monica.
And Mr. Bing.
Oh, I didn't even notice Mr. Bing.
Chandler Bing.
Yeah.
I have no opinions on this.
You don't have to have an opinion on everything, it's fine.
Yes, I do.
Are you glad she got off the plane?
I forgot we were talking about Friends. It's just like, Rachel got on the plane? Oh, right, yeah.
I thought this was another 9/11 joke.
No, this feeds into Stephen King's obsession with 9/11.
Those will be in the next episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll fit some 9/11 jokes in there.
The first Carrie property to be directed by a woman. So, that's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, Catch
wasn't supposed to be directed by her.
Who was it supposed to be directed by?
Well, it started filming with Robert Mandel. After 2 weeks of filming, he was fired, or as they say in the industry, separated due to creative differences.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks of shooting, on the Friday, I believe, Katche was called, offered the role, and sent the script. On Monday, she was scouting locations, and on the following Friday, she was filming.
Okay, so did they keep any of the footage?
No, they reshot the footage from the ground up, and they hired a different DP.
Okay.
I did see that apparently Katche was kind of hesitant to take over the movie, but apparently she was told that everyone would be fired and the film would be shelved if she didn't do it.
Okay.
So,
Gun to your head.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Not to spoiler it, this is my favourite of the three.
Interesting. I thought it would be.
In the
Why?
commentary, she seems to be having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what the other two are missing.
Yeah.
Like, quite a bit. But what do you think? This is
I think this might be the one I was most entertained by. I'll give it that.
The reason I genuinely thought it is I think this is the other two are just Carrie again. This is at least something different, and it's got a unique message. And no, message is the wrong word. It's about the whole thing with toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah,
and it has it's something that people do talk about. I've read essays on this movie, on Carrie 2.
Yeah,
that it kind of just made me think this is the kind of thing that you would kind of be into.
Yeah.
Is
not just like the sort of surface level aesthetic things that I generally sort of like appeal to. Obviously the camcorders, that's cute.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. The CD death, that's very cool.
Yeah,
enjoyed that. Just the general vibe of it.
No, seeing the movie, I was just like, oh yeah, I think Viv is enjoying it.
Well, yeah, it's just like it's Carrie in the 90s. It's the most 90s thing, but also
it is so 90s.
It's the most 90s thing that's probably existed. But
you could definitely tell this was off the back of the Scream.
And,
I Know What You Did Last.
Yeah, and they're named after Friends characters.
Yeah.
But there's some parts where I'm just like, all right, this is like kind of wonky, but there's some like genuine kind of technical prowess, I think, in between certain elements.
It's an odd duck of a movie.
I don't think it's good. I think it's kind of trash, but I kind of like it.
I think the weakest thing about it is the script.
Yeah.
But I think the direction does kind of make up for it.
Yeah.
You can tell there was a vision behind it.
Yeah, genuinely, which is it takes some risks, and there's certain shots in this, like not like ones you would suspect. There's some like normal coverage, and I'm just thinking like there's a lot of depth to this image.
Yeah.
In a weirdly strange way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to mention some of the people who worked on it, but it's the DP is Donald M. Morgan, who we've already come across while covering All Hail the King.
Yes, we have, but I can't remember what.
What we were going to do for the first episode, or what we did do for our first episode.
Oh, Christine,
yeah, he was the DP of Christine.
That's cool.
There is actually a funny story of how he became involved on this. So they fired the original director and DP, needed to hire someone else, and she was looking through CVs, and she was just like, she was looking at Donald M. Morgan's CV, and on there was The Wall, and she was like, well, we need this guy. I love The Wall. I love Pink Floyd. Got him out, and she was talking to him about Pink Floyd, and he was just like, no, I directed a different movie called The Wall.
It's a real Garfield situation.
Yeah.
What?
With Bill Murray thinking Joel Coen did Garfield.
I wish the Coen brothers directed Garfield. That would be insane.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. But I don't know if you want to go into the production detail.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Obviously, we've gone through all the beating around the bush in the last episode.
Yeah.
So,
also, we won't have to compare this to the book. There are obviously like plot conveniences, but there's nothing that's
it's not a direct adaptation of Carrie. Is it any more of an adaptation of Carrie than that one Sophia Lillis show you were talking about?
I'd argue that's closer to Carrie than this is.
Really?
More in the sense of a prom setting rather than a party. And also, we didn't really talk about it last week, but there are like some queer allegories in Carrie that I wouldn't really speak on, but like there are some people who interpret Carrie as more
we'll
queer
talk about
story.
that in the 2000s one.
Yeah.
And the 2013 one.
Do you think so?
I'll get into it.
Okay. And just to acknowledge that, though, because obviously I saw your post on Reddit before I even realised that it was you about the Carrie adaptations, and someone in the comments mentioned that. So obviously people do see that as an actual adaptation of Carrie.
Yeah.
So I would say this is more different.
Maybe when we end up having to cover the Mike Flanagan one, we can throw that in.
Yeah, I think it's a good series. I remember liking a lot of it. It's just, I spoke with the person who commented that on the Reddit post about how my main issues with that show is they clearly, the graphic novel it's based on has a cut and dry ending.
Yeah.
And they clearly wanted to set up a possible season 2. Kind of like fucking Carrie 2002 leaves it open-ended.
Yeah.
And I just really don't like that aspect about it, but I won't go into it because you two haven't seen it, so
Okay.
I wouldn't want to spoil it.
Yeah. So I'll just go through some of the production notes. Obviously, we've discussed how Kat Shea became involved. She directed the movie Poison Ivy before this.
Well, that's her most viewed one on Letterboxd, at least. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
I know she also directed a Nancy Drew movie
With
Cool.
with Sophia Lillis in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all comes back around. Original director Robert Mandel had directed the movie School Ties and Big Shots. And now, okay. Yeah, it was just put into production as a separate movie while it was being written, and then it just kind of naturally evolved into a Carrie sequel. So the film was produced by Paul Monash, who produced Carrie, so natural thing to tie it in.
Yeah.
Same producer.
To say, fuck it, slap
Slap
the
his name
Carrie
on
on
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The screenplay is by Raphael Moreau, who wrote another one of the most 90s movies ever, Hackers.
I was going to say Hackers.
Now, the music is from someone called Danny B. Harvey,
Okay.
who's a rockabilly musician
Hell yeah.
from the bands Lonesome Spurs, Rockats, and also in The Head Cat with Lenny Kilmister.
So they're really assembling a...
Sorry, did I say Lenny? Lemmy.
Oh, well,
it
from...
Lemmy?
Lemmy? From...
Or was it Lenny? Am I getting confused with Lemmy?
Who are you talking about?
The one who died and he...
The guy from Motorhead?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Lemmy?
Lemmy.
The Scottish guy?
No, not him. No, the guy from Motorhead.
I have a fucking
No, that's
clue who you're talking about.
Lenny.
Lenny, okay, yeah.
Is it Lenny?
I don't know.
I can't find his name.
What weighs
so
more?
I like
A
Lemmy.
ton of feathers or a ton of bricks?
Oh, God.
Anyway, that guy.
It's Lemmy.
Lemmy.
Not Lemmy. Lemmy Motorhead.
You understand my
I get what you
confusion,
mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Joe is like, I have no idea who you're
have a
referring
fucking
to.
clue.
You don't know who
It's,
Lemmy is?
Do you know
Lemmy?
who Lemmy is or Lemmy? Do you know
No.
Lemmy or Lemmy?
Are
or
they
both?
actual people?
Yeah, yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah. Lemmy is a Scottish comedian who makes like pretty out there like comedy sketch stuff.
Who's Lemmy?
The guy from Motorhead.
And they're two separate people.
They are two separate
Yeah.
people.
So who are we talking about?
Lemmy.
Yes.
The comedian.
No.
No.
Motorhead.
Motorhead.
Lemmy is Scottish, Lemmy is Motorhead.
Lemmy. Okay.
Okay, I'm glad we got that straightened out.
Oh, God. Okay. Would you believe this was edited by an Oscar nominee?
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Richard Nord, who was nominated for an Oscar for The Fugitive, also worked on Species 2, which is a very 90s movie.
Okay, sorry.
I'm
It's just
You showed
showing me
a picture
pictures of them.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the Species movies?
I haven't.
They are so, like,
Okay.
they're so bizarre in 90s. It's a certain appeal to them.
So which one, sorry?
The Species movies.
Which one's that? Which one?
It's basically, oh, I'm an alien and I need to have sex with men.
I was going to say, I know that they're like
So,
fetish shit.
Under the Skin.
Yeah, but kind of like not if it wasn't
Jonathan
handled with-
Glazer.
Yeah, not Jonathan Glazer. I will say though, Species 3, first movie boobs I ever saw.
Damn.
Actually,
Yeah.
interesting. Are you trying to think of?
I'm genuinely trying to wonder if... I don't think this is true, but I'm like... Is Carrie the first movie boobs I ever saw? I don't remember if I saw the boobs in The Shining.
Didn't you? I
No,
guess you
'cause-
didn't see it like way
No,
after.
no, I didn't see it till way after. I
Did-
was told about the
Did you
boobs
see
in
the old
Shining.
like the old lady like decaying in those?
No,
That's what made
the,
you gay.
the scene that I saw when it was on was just them in the snow, and then my dad explained the plot. So it might have been Carrie.
I still haven't seen breasts on cinema.
That's fair.
Every time like someone says,
You
like,
look away.
I look away because
Yeah, you're very
You're
respectful.
so respectful.
even when I get naked, I just like I don't look.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I look. I have a telescope that points directly
I am
from my
more
window
than my
to yours.
body. I have a kind heart.
Sorry. Before you got here, I was changing, and Viv was just sat there watching me. And I said, "What did I say? I'm more than just my body. I have a big brain and a kind heart." And she-
And I was like, is that from something?
no, I just made it up. Sorry. Okay.
Fair play. Yeah. Absolute bars there, Joe.
Okay. Sorry. We're talking about the editing.
Yeah. Anyway, Species.
Species.
Interesting movies.
Wait, so Species was nominated for an Oscar?
No, The Fugitive.
Oh, right.
He
okay.
also edited Species 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. And that wasn't nominated.
No. No. No.
Can you imagine?
But Species 3 was nominated for first movie boobs I saw.
That's
and it
pretty
won.
good.
Nominated.
Were they good boobs?
I mean, they're pretty good boobs.
Nice.
You know, for first boobs, it's just like, yeah, that's what they are.
First boob tact.
Titanic may also be up there for possible first boobs I
That's
saw.
true. That's that.
Leonardo DiCaprio boobs.
It's pretty good boobs.
There was that one.
Because I actually definitely was Titanic before, because I saw Titanic before when I was like 10.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I went to the museum when I was 12.
I know a common one for a lot
Yeah.
of people is Romeo and Juliet, even though they're underage boobs, so it's kind of fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Romeo plus Juliet? Or
No. There was
Romeo?
like one from the 70s.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know about this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Haley Steinfeld one?
That's the one.
Anyway, we'll talk more about boobs later.
Yeah. Casting by Gretchen Rennell, who worked on The Colour of Money and Flashdance.
Hell yeah.
So kind of tying it back to The Hustler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that's a sequel to it. Production design. This one was interesting.
Okay.
The production designer is Peter Jameson, who has worked on what is considered one of the greatest movies of all time and also one of the worst movies of all time. Which one do you want first, the greatest or the worst?
Okay, so they're two separate movies.
Two separate movies.
I want to hear the greatest first.
I want to hear the greatest first.
Mulholland Drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's the worst?
Howard the Duck.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know,
and in the
I'll-
middle is Rage Carrie 2.
I will give it to this. The production design in Howard the Duck is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it looks weird, but I think... I'm not defending it, but you gotta admit it. It's got some skill behind it.
Yeah. There's
think
also
Howard the
duck
Duck-
boobs to tie back to boobs.
I think Howard the Duck is hated on unjustly.
Well, the character or the movie?
The movie. I
Really?
don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
I think it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long.
No.
George Lucas just wrote it, right?
I think he just produced it. I
just
don't know if he wrote it,
Oh, okay.
but I may be wrong. Costume design, Theone V. Aldridge, who came up with the costumes for Ghostbusters and also Annie.
That's cool.
Now I'm just going to go through some of the cast members. We got Emily Burgle as Rachel. She's in the TV show Shameless and is in the movie The History of Sound, which
The new one?
the new one, yeah,
Oh,
with
cool, okay.
Paul Mescal and
Josh
Josh
O'Connor.
O'Connor. Yeah,
Excited to see that. It's out in a couple of
yeah.
weeks.
I'm intrigued. We got Mina Suvari.
Oh, okay. This is where I wanted to say. When I was watching this, I was thinking, oh shit, is that the girl from May? When I was like looking at her, I didn't know, but then I realized, oh wait, she's from American Beauty. And then, much to my surprise, when I was watching the 2000 Carrie, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, have you seen May?
I haven't seen May. It seems like something I would like. It's
Yeah,
like a Frankenstein thing, isn't it?
It seems like something you'd like. I haven't seen it either.
Me neither.
Yeah, so I wasn't that familiar with her. So
Yeah, Mina Suvari, who's in American Beauty and American Pie, and not in American Sniper. She plays Lisa.
she plays the baby.
Yeah. Jason London from Dazed and Confused, and I want to get this full title right.
Okay.
To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar.
Okay.
He's
cool.
Jesse Ryan. Dylan Bruno is Mark. He's in the TV show Numbers. Also, is one of the many men in Saving Private Ryan. We got Zachary Ty Bryan, who's in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, as we've already mentioned.
Yeah.
And he's also one of the sons from Home Improvement. He plays Eric, the one who does a certain statutory thing. Yeah. We also got Freddy from Freddy Got Fingered in this.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, really?
Yeah, Eddie K. Thomas from Freddy Got Fingered, also in American Pie. He's Arnie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
the character
there we
who was
go.
named after Arnie Cunningham from Christine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Eli Craig is the guy with the camera, Chuck. He's not really an actor, he's a director.
Oh, cool.
He directed Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, and
Conan Caulfield.
Yeah. I didn't know that was him until looking at it, but yeah.
And lastly, we've got Charlotte Diana as Tracy. She's in Kate and Leopold and Training Day. J. Smith Cameron, who is in Succession and Mighty Aphrodite, as Barbara Lang. Amy Irving, of course, comes back as Sue Snell. And probably the best performance in this film, I think, is Walter as himself.
Yeah.
So, a whole cast of characters. I hope I remember who most of these are, based on just their names.
I had to pull the list up then just to see what you were talking about. Obviously, remember Rachel and Sue.
I know. I know Jesse's the one...
He's the boy.
Yeah, he's the Tommy Ross of the piece.
Yeah.
Mark is the John Travolta of the piece. Eric is the SA one.
Yeah.
Well, statutory.
I know Amy Irving asked Brian De Palma for his blessing, didn't she? Yeah, and...
Did he give it?
Yeah.
She was in the movie.
Apparently he was a fan of the original director.
Oh, okay.
But she said she has since said that she was sorry that she was in the movie, but that she was paid a shitload for it.
Good for her.
So,
grab that bag, girl.
Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she needed the money. I mean, wasn't
Yeah,
there like
she has a good career, didn't she?
Yeah. I mean, also, wasn't there like a very famous like court case where they threw out hers and Steven Spielberg's prenup because it was written on like a napkin or something?
Is that
Really?
true?
I definitely have heard this somewhere. So I don't know if she needed the money, but you know, good
Could
for
always
her.
could always use more.
Yeah, get another car.
Yeah.
So this got a theatrical release in the US on March 12th, 1999. I know we kind of complain about release dates in the UK being late,
Yeah.
but this didn't come out in the UK until November 19th, 1999.
So it was March to November.
March to November.
Damn. Okay.
Part-
I feel as though A24 would do way worse.
I was going to say, frankly, I'm shocked it came out at all in the UK on theatrical. So,
Well, the reason why it got pushed back so far was 3 weeks after this movie came out, the Columbine school shooting
was that
happened.
soon after? Damn.
And they said that had the movie been scheduled to be released after Columbine, the studio would have shelved it.
So they just delayed it.
So it's not in bad taste. But it had already come out in the US, so for other territories, it was just delayed because it was more of an American...
The producer was sort of just
concern?
like, school shootings are out at the moment. We'll come back to this later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
It's kind of similar to when they released Zoolander, like right after 9/11. There was like the explosion in the city.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Have you seen Zoolander?
Yeah, I have. I just didn't realize. The thing is, these dates are so weird. Like, I knew we'd be talking about Columbine because I know that 2002 specifically talks about it.
Yeah.
But I never considered that, of course, this would have been around the time.
Yeah.
And same with Zoolander. I forget a lot of those like early 2000s movies was just happening around 9/11.
Do we want to take any bets on the budget?
Ooh, I don't know this.
I'm feeling like
Remember, this is 1999
Yeah.
money. I've got the
pre 2008, but it's not 70s money.
I'm terrible with guessing budget, so just for comparison, what was original Carrie's budget?
original Carrie, which
Like
is
non-inflated as well.
Yeah. So in 70s money, that was 1.8 million.
Okay. I'm going to guess 1.2 million.
For the 90s.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to stick to it.
I'm going to guess 10.
Okay. You're both wrong. 21 million.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, which in today's money is about 41 million. So this had a budget about 4 times bigger than the original Carrie.
Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. Did not earn that back.
Shocked.
Box office came in at 17.7 million, which today is about 34.4 million. So this is an unequivocal box office bomb.
Yeah.
That's a shame, really. It was
Yeah.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the 90s, there's a lot of these sort of teen high school horror movies. I don't think this is like as horror focused as, say, like a Scream. Or...
It isn't until
Yeah.
like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like this way with Carrie as a whole, though. Reading about a lot of it and listening to a couple of the commentaries where they talk about Carrie as a horror movie, it's like, yeah, it is a horror movie, but also...
Are you
it's
specifically
very
talking
different.
about 2002?
No, I'm speaking about just all of them.
Okay.
Like, obviously, there's the horror and the bullying and the abuse
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But when you think of, like, a teen horror movie akin to like a lot of like obviously Scream is a slasher, the different subgenres. I don't know. I feel like it's weird to call it the same thing as those.
It's usually more of a slasher for teens. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, when I was like reading about all like those essays about the original Carrie, a lot of them call Carrie like a proto, like in the same vein as like a Halloween, where it's just like it's a proto slasher.
Yeah.
Like where it has like certain elements of it, but it isn't like obviously leaning on all the cliches that have become commonplace.
Well, I was going to mention it after we talked about the production, but I guess if we're talking about it now,
Well, if I may, just
Yeah.
quickly, what you're saying there, it does sort of feel like it's like a weird stopgap in between Halloween and The Exorcist,
Yeah,
especially the Brian De Palma one.
yeah.
I read an article, essay, depending on words, called Trauma and Toxic Masculinity in The Rage Carrie 2 by Molly Henry. Very interesting, but one thing I thought was particularly interesting is she talks about uterus horror, which is just like a subsection of horror specifically dealing with like the female body. And I can think of other examples. My mind's gone blank now. Very strange. You wouldn't really think of like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It feels like such a separate type of horror to what a lot of people's general audience was expecting.
Yeah.
I feel the same about the 2013 one. Not to jump ahead, but like regardless of opinions of the film, just in terms of like, there was that kind of resurgence of like kind of pulpy teen horror in like the early 2010s.
Yeah.
That
I know what you're talking
that
about.
like it makes sense that they would do a Carrie remake, but again, like it's kind of like you know, a lot. What do you think?
There's
a lot
no
of
scares.
teens. Well, yeah, exactly. Like there's the jump scare at the end, but then there's like the violence, but it's the horror in it.
The horror is domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Horror's sort of evolved, whereas, at least for myself, I quite like things that sort of have like this seeping tension throughout. Whereas nowadays, you get the Blumhouse movie where it's just,
Well, I was thinking, this could arguably, and maybe the Mike Flanagan will kind of do something with this, arguably be, and I don't like the term, an early elevated horror in terms of the themes of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying these are, but I'm saying I could see a version of Carrie that fits under that subgenre.
Maybe the story, I wouldn't say the original Brian De Palma one is.
No, I don't think any of the adaptations have, but I could see another adaptation going for a similar style.
I could see that.
Just because of the story of it, where a lot of the horror is emotion.
What I think, like, what people generally put into the category of elevated horror is those horror films that sort of lean heavily on, like, metaphor and allegory.
Yeah.
Rather than being direct, like... And obviously you get the slow pacing and whatever, but what people tend to be like, think of it is like those typical like A24 ones. It's like horror that's like it's about something else,
like The Witch or It Comes at Night,
or like Hereditary, or
I hate the term elevated horror.
I think it's extremely pretentious.
I think it seems to suggest that horror is just slop.
Yeah,
where horror is anything but. Horror is one of the most adaptable genres. It's got its own tropes and things, but it's so many subgenres within horror as well. I just don't like that people put horror down in that way to say that this is elevated.
Yeah, and I've seen lots of people in the horror space, like Dead Meat, for example, have spoken about the term elevated horror and just again said the same.
Yeah,
you know, I
don't think it's like as common to categorize stuff in those terms anymore. It feels like they've sort of morphed in a way. Now they've become like much more mainstream, and like we can get like a substance or a weapons or even bring it back, as much as I don't like that. But it's still like you don't really see a lot of people categorizing them
actually, no, I changed my mind. If you don't like it, I like this elevated horror.
You like
I'm elevated.
Like elevated horror?
I'm elevated more than you.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because I like this. I like the deep stuff, like Bring Her Back. And you just like...
I just don't get it.
You just like your
Why is he biting tables?
You like your FNAF 2s and your FNAF 1s.
And Imaginary and...
I love Imaginary. And
Tarot.
Baghead.
God, the fact... I
love Baghead.
I love Baghead.
Not the Greta Gerwig one.
Not the Greta Gerwig one.
I'm still waiting for Baghead Takes Berlin.
Yeah.
The sequel. I can't believe I'm saying this. I know we enjoy
Baghead
those
German?
movies. It was set in Berlin.
Okay.
So like when
it was in English, but it was
set in Berlin. I'm saying this is like we have a subscription now, for lack of a better term, of like we can go to the cinema when we want. We saw those movies when we didn't have
Yeah,
that.
we just paid
We
for
paid
those.
full price for all of those
That was
movies.
insane.
I've seen some slop over the years as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember The
Maybe-
Forest with Natalie Dormer?
Yes.
Are we just like
yes.
retracting what we just said? Or just like actually, no, horror,
The horror
is
is...
slop.
maybe horror is shit.
No, you do have slop, but you have slop of any genre. You have
Yeah.
drama slop.
It's a genre.
Well, I'm very curious. What do you think of... What comes to your mind when you think of drama slop?
Fisherman's Friends,
What the
Is
Mother's Pride,
Like, just man movies.
the movies that old people watch in the cinema.
Okay. Well, Garen, when we reach their age, we're going to be
Yeah.
eating up that drama slop. You just know it.
Yeah, no, I'll be going to like the silver screen showings of like, I don't know, FNAF 12. And this one we got Platinum Freddy or something. I don't know. I don't know FNAF.
You'll be wheeling out Matthew Lillard in a fucking chair. Like, he's still here.
They'll be de-aging the little kids so that she's
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
accurate to FNAF 1, and she's played by like a 50-year-old woman.
But yeah, I could see.
But
I
yeah.
could see where you're coming from with that character.
I find it, like, of course it is horror.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird to think of, like you said, the 90s horrors of... Like, the ones it directly references as well, like Scream,
Yeah.
are so different. Because it's, you know... To link everything in a genre together just doesn't really work when there's so many subgenres.
Yeah, and it's always evolving. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I think I had a discussion with Viv maybe about 2 years ago now, where you can tell a lot of where society is culturally and politically based on the kind of horror movies
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
Considering there was a lot of stuff about like giving birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially last year, especially with like the overturning of Roe v. Wade in
Yeah.
like, America.
Yeah, like The First Omen, Immaculate, Beetlejuice.
Yeah. And even just, I know I mentioned them a minute ago, Dead Meat, they spoke when they did their year in review or something, they spoke about The Long Walk and how it didn't work for them, but only because dystopian shit now seems so much bleaker because of the situations going on in America. It's like, yeah, a lot of, it's all context.
Yeah.
And that's...
Well, that's what we were kind of talking about with like the first one.
Yeah.
Is like the book and the film was like it was coming about when like the suburbs were becoming much more commonplace now.
Yeah.
Like people have grown up in these environments their entire lives now. This is like 20 years after the 50s when they started being implemented.
Yeah.
And then these sort of cliques and that was started to become in place.
We spoke about this last week, and I remember you were acknowledging it, Aaron, about how with Carrie, especially in terms of the religious aspects, how you can see how that kind of goes in waves of it becoming dated and then back in.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, like, I wonder what a more modern interpretation of Carrie would be. And I'm going to be honest, I'd seen all of these before. I completely forgot that they do modernize it within each interpretation. And I remember
she Googles stuff.
She Googles. She uses search.com. But,
Every time they go progressively through like the stages of the
Yeah.
internet, it's quite interesting.
but
to
I was going to
Did she
mention
do
this.
it in the Rage?
see. No.
No.
She still just uses books.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It would be great if it was like Perfect Blue.
Yeah, she gets like a new back and she's like, how does this work?
where do I click? But I was going to say about how I remember, I think it must have been the 2002 one, but maybe it was in the, so to the 2013 one. One of them said about how, like, oh, you don't really get religious people like Carrie White's mother anymore. But then I remember last week we spoke about how I actually think Carrie would work even more modern with current contexts in terms of sex education in America as well.
Oh,
And is it
yeah.
the 2002 one where Carrie gets excused from class? One of them, she's taken out of class
I
at
think
her
so.
mother's
Yeah,
will.
yeah, I think
And
that's the
something
2002 one.
yeah, that's something I specifically mentioned last week.
Do you think Samantha Sloyan, Margaret White's going to be MAGA?
I hope he's not that
I
direct.
don't think so.
I hope he's not that direct. But I could see him doing something
Doesn't she say
with
in
it.
the book something about like all politicians are like
Yeah, she's like another
Anti-religion.
level of...
of like Christian brain.
yeah, because like even though politicians weaponize religion, anyone who knows anything about faith knows that those people would all go to hell.
Yeah.
Like if it was real.
Maybe Margaret White is actually cool.
She's woke.
Yeah.
Margaret woke.
Margaret woke.
Carrie
But-
woke.
But in
The woke Carrie 3.
one of the biggest differences about Rage, I don't know what to call it. Give me Rage 2. The Rage.
Just call it Rage.
I'll just call it Rage. Okay.
But not Stephen King's Rage.
Yeah, it's like a different
Yeah.
thing. But I think the biggest difference is it doesn't have that Margaret White character.
Yeah.
It has like her foster parents. Well, no, it does. It has the mother, but she's like so separate.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mother is very different.
She's in Arkham.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Sue was also in.
Well, she worked at Arkham.
No,
she,
no,
well,
she
she
went
went.
there.
Oh,
She
yeah,
went
she
there.
served time in Arkham.
Yeah.
So obviously Arkham is
Was she met the
it's
Joker?
a H.P. Lovecraft reference, but
That's-
at this point,
Yeah.
the Batman version of Arkham is more, ubiquitous. So as soon
Yeah.
as it was just like, it's an Arkham, it was just like, oh damn, she probably knows like Poison Ivy, Clayface.
Carrie's in the DCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we talked about this because First Time Flies is doing superheroes at the minute, and I said about how because of the Flash doing multiverse shit, it pulls in every DC property. I'm sure I can somehow make it so Carrie is canon to the Flash universe.
But once you bring in Carrie, you got to bring in fucking Danny from The Shining.
Oh, yeah,
as well.
true,
You got
yeah.
to bring all
It
that.
all
Firestarter,
Firestarter.
Pennywise,
it's all linked.
Darktown.
Everything is linked. What I appreciate about it is the differences, even though they don't really work.
Yeah,
They are
it's
quite strange.
it's kind of like, okay, find and replace.
Yeah.
It's Carrie in a different font.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, speaking of fonts.
Oh yeah, let's
I'll show you
show
my
that,
little-
and then I'll go to
My
my
little
point.
doodles of the logos.
Very cool.
Oh, they're all really cute. I
I
like the
really-
shade of pink.
Yeah, I like the middle one. That one's great.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, there we go. I will post these on the Instagram.
Do you ever post them on the Instagram?
No, I haven't. I was thinking I'll do the first book at the end of the year, and then I didn't.
You should. I saw
Yeah.
that you posted the Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first episode of the new year, Carrie, is out today, the day we're recording, 10th of January. So, I can post it later on today and it won't be late. And then I'll just do the others later.
Yeah, that's fair.
Carrie in a different font.
Yes.
That's what I said.
As a graphic designer, of course, you'd say that.
Well, okay, what would you say?
Carrie in a different. What's my thing?
They don't really do. What is your job?
Carrie in
Well,
a different.
Yeah, what is your job?
What do you do?
do?
I literally own most of the audio equipment.
No, not on the podcast.
What
What's your
IRL?
job?
What's my job?
Yeah.
Admin.
Oh, fair. Yeah. That's-
That's so nebulous. What does that mean?
I type things in a computer. I send emails.
You've got one of those jobs.
Well,
You've got
you
an
never
email
sent me an
job.
email.
Yeah.
Send me an email from your work.
Are you going to
account.
pay me?
I'll edit this episode.
I compress. I do things.
You don't do the editing?
Don't do things.
If you're so good with the audio, why don't you edit the episodes?
Because it's long.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, I did remember it, then I forgot, but I'm going to remember it again.
We were talking about
The
Carrie in a
Rage. The
different
Rage.
font.
No, yeah. So my main issue with The Rage is a similar criticism I gave to the Doctor Sleep book specifically,
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
in how it connects the characters.
Yeah. That is pretty heavy-handed.
Yeah, it's weird how in the Doctor Sleep book it's confirmed that Abra is the biological granddaughter of Jack. And in this it's like, your father was Carrie White's
passing
father.
the genes.
And like I get what it's trying to do, and I think the book does say something, doesn't it, about
Yeah, no,
like,
it talks about like the genealogy
Yeah.
of psychic powers.
so it's like it's there in the text, but I just find it so unnecessary. It makes it feel like less a crime of circumstance where there's these two girls who are separate but both pushed to the edge because of the society around them, and instead just, oh well, they inherited the powers and from their father, and it was in their blood all along.
plus that age gap is problematic because he had another kid 20 years on.
Yeah. This Ralph Fellows.
Ralph.
This Ralph, like you
White.
never see him in any adaptation.
Ah, good.
He doesn't need to be there.
It kind of gives him.
He's that absent a father. He's not even in the film.
It's kind of like a Zeus.
Like the god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Turns into geese and.
yeah. Culminates assault.
I was going to say like Percy Jackson, but his father's Poseidon, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Perseus' father is Zeus, but then Rick Riordan was like, I'm going to fuck with it a little bit.
Yeah. What the fuck, Rick?
Yeah.
That's why we don't have a Percy Jackson podcast.
That's true.
Also, I don't like the show.
If we did a Percy Jackson podcast, we could do the first movie,
we
the
don't like-
second movie.
And then the shows.
Yeah, we don't like all the adaptations of these either.
That's true. Yeah, but like some of these, it's like, oh, it's more fun. Would you really want a podcast where I'm just like, it's not as good as
It's
the
not
book.
as good as the book.
I mean, I do that sometimes, I guess.
With this being a different story, it kind of borrows the same things from Carrie. It is actually loosely based on a real life incident. the 1993 Spur posse incident, where high school jocks on a football team were involved in a sex scandal where they were scoring.
Yeah, that feels accurate.
Yeah, I mean, scoring in both terms, I guess.
No.
I don't like that, but I stopped talking, and then it was just like, I guess it does say what it needs to say.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they call it scoring, don't they? That's
Yeah.
where the term comes from.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's the first one to use filming the person and then bringing it up later on.
Yeah.
Which reoccurred in
It will come
Chelsea.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, ahead of its time in terms of the carries.
Yeah. It's obviously, like, we're meant to find this icky, and yet it is icky.
Yeah.
It definitely gives you, like, a very, like, I know in Carrie you get a good reason to hate the bad guys, but there's maybe a bit more in this.
Yeah, there's way more of them, and yeah, they're so cruel in this.
They are.
In the actual, like, the final, the confrontation, whatever. They're just, like, being surrounded by them.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
Well,
I like when she, like, first enters into the party, and everyone does that meme where they, like, holding the cups and they're, like, looking at them.
Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't even a house, actually. That was a convention centre.
I'm not surprised. It was fucking massive.
Yeah.
It had like an indoor pool. But yeah, in retrospect, there have been like lots of discussions of how the film depicts toxic masculinity, like praising the film.
like that very strange scene where they're all shaving their heads.
And screaming.
I thought that was like quite interesting, actually.
Because, like, honestly, this kind of falls into the same thing. I think we said this before, maybe not on the pod, about how a lot of what we know about American high school culture is through media.
Yeah.
But it's all so similar that you can't help but think, well, surely it must be kind of accurate.
It seems so heightened compared to the UK experience.
Yeah.
If you want, like, the UK high school experience, it's more like the In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
It's a mix between the
In-Betweeners, Waterloo Road.
Yeah.
But not a Harry Potter.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, I mean, you meant to hate the guy, so it does work. But I mean, it just goes to show the different types of bullying that happens from like male bullies to female bullies, where Chris Hargison is kind of like, she's cruel, but she's manipulative. In a lot of adaptations, other than maybe 2002, she has like barely any scenes with Carrie.
Yeah.
All the bullying she does kind of happens separate. Like it's not active, whereas all the guys like use their size and power to intimidate. Like when they go to Rachel's house and call her and smash it up.
The girls are in this, girls.
Also,
they are there, but it's more so the men which are the.
It's also crazy that literally one of them's being like expelled for statutory. Which they mention multiple times.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't even like Jesse because, obviously, we're meant to like Jesse because they have the meet cute where he hits the dog.
Yeah. Why did they did not have to show him under the car? That's the bit that sends me. When I was watching it, I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't, I don't remember him dying. I hope he doesn't die because he's such a cute dog.
Yeah.
But, the shot where he's rolling into the car is so fucking funny.
No, he doesn't hit the car. Sorry,
no,
doesn't hit
it's
the dog.
a truck.
It's the truck full of pigs, which is apparently a reference to Carrie. Okay,
I mean, makes
because
sense.
of all the pigs.
Fair play to Walter, getting fucking bodied by a truck and living.
Yeah.
But yeah, that only happened so that they could do the meet cute.
You could headcanon it that Rachel used her psychic to lift it.
Walter has The Shining.
Sure. Everybody does. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Walter and Cujo have the same father. What was I saying?
You were saying about we were talking about the boys.
Yeah. Oh, the toxic
Jesse. You were
Jesse,
saying explain
okay.
why you didn't like Jesse.
Yeah, I don't like Jesse because he also is canonically 18 and Rachel is canonically 16. So even though we're meant to like him, he's also committing statutory.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Rachel. I think she's cool. She has really good music taste. She likes Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
I like Rachel.
And what
as
about Rachel in the
protagonist.
movie?
Yeah.
She's okay. But in the show as well, I like how she has a little job working at a photo development place.
Yeah.
Like this kid. Again,
You
extremely 90s.
would love that job.
I
wouldn't you?
would be her best friend. I would be
The girl who jumps off the building.
I would be the girl that jumps off the building after being statue.
I thought.
Oh no.
I thought
Please
that
don't do
bit was
that.
that was tragic. I found that effective. I found the emotions and
Yeah.
that aspect of it really.
I found
Just like
effective.
imagine like being in this horrible place and having like one close friend.
And then that happens to her.
Yeah.
I do not blame Rachel for what she does.
It's kind of over the top as well, but also kind of really like undersold. Like she's still going to a job later in the day.
Yeah.
But then you also get the bit with the
Oh, with the blood.
well, I was gonna say the guy with the camera being like, "Whoa,
yeah.
whose car is this?"
yeah.
Oh, God.
It's an odd balancing act of a tone, but
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be pretty like comedic at points.
yeah,
Because I can think of bits where this movie's funny. Like the teacher who gets really excited when someone gives him a correct answer. Like it happens pretty early on.
yeah. Oh, and they're all just there like with the football on the desks, just
Yeah.
spinning it, and but in that scene where she is working at the photo lab, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'll take you out on a date," and she says that she's
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I can't say it.
it.
Can't say it. Lebanon.
Oh, you can't
She's
even say
Lebanese?
lesbian?
She's Lebanese. Lesbian.
You can't even say the word lesbian.
Yeah, because of
Say
woke.
the line.
You
Bart.
can't say because of woke.
What can you not say?
What does she say in the movie? She does.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool though. It was the 90s.
It's cool. She looks...
To be as soon as she said that, I was just like, oh, I kind of hope that is.
Yeah,
the
no,
case.
I was like, oh hell yeah, no, because she's like fitting the aesthetic of it and all. Can I just point out in that scene, it's completely unnecessary that they did it. It never comes up at all. In the shot of like the guys in the car when they're speaking to her, in the background there's just like a beautiful ballet session, and it gives like the frame like a ton of depth. It looks gorgeous, and I was looking, I was like, why is this happening?
It's a very interesting looking movie. Like,
No, that's cool because we've spoken about how one of our big pet peeves with like movies now, especially when we go back to watch old movies like Jaws, for example, is just when nothing else is happening.
Yeah, no, this is like, it gives like the frame like so much more to like. It gives that a little bit of eye
it
candy.
feels like is a world, not
Yeah.
just a set.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of like the way it was shot as well, like in the commentary that I listened to, because I watched this twice. I watched all of these twice, first and then with commentary. Kat Shea says like, oh, when we shot on black and white, that was just more of an instinctual choice. It wasn't like this is going to be shot in black and white, this is going to be shot in color. It was just like when I felt like it,
Oh damn.
That's interesting.
which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like...
It's like one car Y or something.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm going by vibes here.
I was just like, oh, okay, so this is where Christopher Nolan stole the Oppenheimer cinematography from.
Yeah, because sometimes when that happened, I was like, why now? But I kind of like that if the reason is just they
Also,
thought it
I just
fit.
think the black and white cinematography just looks beautiful.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
cool.
I love black and white anyway. So.
Yeah.
Do you know Sissy Spacek? She was
I know
offered a
her.
cameo.
Was she?
Not as Carrie, but as a different character.
Ah, fair. I know
Because
that
Carrie died.
she did. I know that they asked
she?
Sissy Spacek about using archival footage, and she said yes.
Yeah.
But originally they
Imagine
weren't
that,
allowed to. Well, originally they weren't allowed to, and then
Really?
apparently Kat Shea asked Sissy
Yeah.
Spacek permission.
They
and she
were
said
told
yeah.
explicitly they can't use archive footage. They asked Sissy Spacek if she wants a cameo. She declined. But she said, but you can use my likeness in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Which is just interesting in terms of like who gives permission for these things.
Yeah.
For the studio to be like, you can't use this, and then the person the footage is of being like, yeah, they can. I'm the one who's in it.
Now
It probably-
studio just brings back whoever the fuck they want.
It probably was
just.
just the studio being like, if we do it, we have to pay Sissy.
Yeah.
And if she's
that's
just
it.
like, she grants it, just like, well,
Well,
we
you
don't have to pay her.
anymore. Yeah, that's probably the actual reason.
Like, I don't think she was like thanked in the credits or anything. But, you know, sometimes it's just like, oh, there you go.
How do we feel
your
about
own.
the use of the archival footage?
Unnecessary.
I didn't
like it. The bit that got me is at the end when the destruction scene starts to happen is when they sample the they're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
And put that in the music. I found it so distracting.
Well, that's actually a song by Danny B. Harvey, the guy,
oh,
the
really?
guy who worked with Lemmy.
Lemmy now, not Lemmy.
Lemmy.
Lemmy, right.
No, he actually worked with Lemmy as well.
Shit. Yeah, I found that quite distracting.
I'm gonna laugh at you. This gotta go hard though.
The soundtrack. I mean, we said this is like so 90s, but
Yeah.
the soundtrack it's so of its time. It's kind of beautiful. in a
No, it
way.
is. I can. People hated dated shit, but there's a specific kind of dated I love, specifically with the 90s. I love those kind of
I think stuff is dated when they're trying to be relevant.
Yeah.
But I think it works when something's not like actively trying to be relevant. It just so happens that it's like, oh, we're just being accurate to the time.
Yeah.
Because random example, because we've been doing the CW superhero shows on First Time Flyers. There's random dated references where it feels like these were put in to be like, oh, this is a current thing we can joke about. But
Does
it
the
really
Flash
dates
do a
the show.
Gangnam Style?
No, Barry Allen is like...
He does it so quick you can't see it.
Barry Allen's like, this is everything we know about everything. And his sister/girlfriend is like, including twerking. It's like,
Sister/girlfriend's a really funny way to describe.
I mean, it's what it is.
I mean, yeah, no, I agree.
And Arrow has references to like Twilight and stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's that sort of thing where it's like those are just lines. Whereas when something's dated because it just takes place in an era and like has accurate style and things like that, I don't know. I find it really charming.
Yeah, when it feels like it's purposely trying to depict a certain period of time, including all the things that would be considered lame in the future, I think that's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice time capsule.
Yeah, it's not an idealized version. It's like when we talked about Salem's Lot 2024.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this isn't the 70s. This is like a dreamland version of the 70s.
Well, it didn't help in that we had like an actual 70s version.
Exactly.
So you could just compare how they actually would look.
And one thing I do appreciate with all three adaptations is that they do sort of, you see an evolution to things. Like I know we said about like her finding out like she goes on the internet and
and
in 2013 they use YouTube.
She's watching YouTube videos of like paper.
She should have gone to prom, not to jump ahead, but she should have gone to prom with the boy who full screened it. He seemed nice.
Yeah.
Fuck Ansel Elgort. Be like, oh, hey, did you know you can full screen the video? Come to prom with me. Marry me.
Yeah, he says that.
Yeah, I think you see him die in the destruction scene. I was really sad.
Yeah, she didn't want it because she was watching in 480p and just like now it's stretching out.
Yeah, she actually didn't want it full screened. I'm like that when I'm teaching. It's like, oh, you can move the mouse. I don't want to. I like it there. I like it in the middle of the screen.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's like how in like TikToks people purposely say things wrong or like what was it? You said there was like something.
Was going to do a YouTube
something in the fridge that shouldn't be there.
I was going to do a YouTube video about this. I never got around to it because I wouldn't know how to structure it, about engagement bait. And I'll see like baking videos where someone will be making like brownies and they'll cut a bit of the foil off when they're opening the mixture and it'll get stuck in the brownie batter and it'll just be there the whole time. And all the comments like, so no one noticed the brownie batter, like the thing in the brownies? Or like he'll be making a smoothie, he'll go into the freezer to get ice, and they'll just be like, sometimes it is vulgar shit, there'll just be like a dildo in the freezer. And it's like, did anyone see that? And it's like,
so what you're saying is we should do that somehow.
We should do engagement bait.
Are you saying the dildos don't belong in the freezer?
I mean, if you want them harder, then, you know. I mean, they probably
if
feel
you want them
cool.
harder,
and
put
cold,
in the work,
actually. They probably feel quite cold, like that. I don't know, I'm going to not just go into that.
I'm gonna just stress it's not good cold.
Okay, fair. Anthony from Smosh recently spoke about how dildos okay, sorry. He spoke about, if you look at his fashion for like the last 4 years, he would wear outfits specifically because they looked weird as fuck.
Yeah.
And he was like, it worked. I was getting comments like, what the fuck is he wearing? And it was making my shorts go viral. It's like, I fit like then. But yeah, engagement bait shit.
So if we're like incorrect in a TikTok or whatever,
it was on purpose.
It was on purpose.
Please correct us. Comment, share it with people, and be like, look at this thing they got wrong.
Yeah.
We love Stefan King.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned this when we were covering the De Palma Carrie, but the high school is called the Bates High School, which in the book it's
Chamberlain.
It's just Chamberlain.
Chamberlain High School.
Because I know it's different again in the 2013 one.
Is that another Stephen King reference?
No,
I think... Or is it a Psycho reference?
Psycho reference for Bates.
I mean, Bates obviously is Psycho.
Yeah.
Oh, Kathy Bates.
No, it's because Brian De Palma and Hitchcock and shit, isn't it?
No, it's a reference to masturbation.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I am pro masturbation.
What if it's a cold dildo?
If it's a cold dildo...
Depends what Anthony from Smosh says.
I'll message him and ask. We can get him on the pod.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not busy.
Anyway, the reason I bring that up is because the jocks, the football It's the Bulldogs, or the Dogs, as they call it.
They got that dog in them.
I'm sorry, but did they not watch Carrie, 1976? Clearly, the mascot in that was a wasp.
Was it?
No.
It was a wasp. In the commentary, I believe it was, they do actually bring it up, because Brian De Palma said to the production designer, what's like the meanest spirited animal you can think of?
I guess that works.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, Cat Shay, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I mean, what's the time gap between them? Is it believable?
It's like 20 years.
Is it believable the mascot might have just changed? It's a different principle.
Joe, don't try pulling
Don't
this.
criticize Rach.
Don't try pulling
character.
this stuff.
Don't.
She did her best. Anyway, speaking of the school, though, it's like one thing we haven't really talked about is someone who works at the school, Sue Snell.
She does work there.
She works at the school she went to. I would rather die
honestly,
as a teacher.
especially after that traumatic experience at a school.
Yeah,
like you are not directly responsible for, but you're connected to it in an unfortunate way.
Yeah,
as the head as well.
Is she the principal?
I think so. Yeah,
I thought she was just a teacher.
I thought she was.
I thought she was meant to be the principal because she was doing the speech of the PA.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
I Twin Peaks reference that's framed exactly like it is in episode 1.
I don't think it is, but I mean,
maybe
you can read it that way.
Also, it's saying schools have TVs. Then, like they were broadcasting it to every classroom.
Oh yeah. That was weird.
Yeah.
I thought it was like all the speakers.
No. They literally had like a TV in the corner showing her speaking into. I'm not kidding.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
I must have tuned this out.
I don't blame you. You were carried too much.
Overcarried, yeah.
You were carrying too much.
Yeah.
I like Sue's inclusion in terms of how I like her helping young girls.
Do you like how she eats shit?
That's what I was going to say. I like how she's there and it's like, oh, this character internalized what happened and said, I'm going to help young girls who are victims. I don't like how that then comes about to her kind of being very slow to respond to this clearly same thing happening again. And then immediately getting fucking diced.
Speared. That shocked me. Like, this is going for like a legacy, like proto-legacy sequel thing.
Yeah.
Just like imagine like in
Screams 5.
Like if in The Last Jedi they killed off Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, just like like he just gets decapitated or something.
Like Scream 5 starts and Sidney Prescott is the first kill.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, just like it doesn't even linger on it for like an extreme amount of time.
I wouldn't blame
she just
someone
gets
for
stabbed
missing
in the
it.
head. Yeah.
As you're famous to do, if we saw this in cinemas and you went out for a pee,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know.
Like, what did I miss?
Just like, where does Sue come back?
Yeah.
I think it was quite clearly written so like she doesn't have too much over the plot so that if Amy Irving said no, they could cut it out.
Yeah, it could have just been like anyone, but I don't know. I don't blame Sue for what happened, but I feel like the second... what happens in this version? Does the desk move? I'm getting mixed up now.
Yeah, the desk moves.
The second she sees telekinesis happen, I think she should have been on it. Like,
Yeah.
even just fucking expel Rachel or something for a bit. Just be like, you should not be in school. Not like expel negatively, but like, your best friend just died. Take a month off.
But what was her like goal with bringing her mother to her?
I have no fucking idea.
Like to prove that
I don't know, was she thinking like, oh, that's the thing that Carrie had wrong. She didn't have a good relationship with her mother.
I can fix this.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think in both she's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
She's good natured, but kind of like
I know. Maybe she
incompetent.
was trying to be more of like a mother figure.
What
and
I-
then that didn't work out. And she was just like, I'll just get the OG and then get sniped.
Random comparison. I'm thinking I would have liked her to be more like a Nancy in Dream Warriors, where she's like guiding her, but instead she's just like, oh shit, the same thing's going to happen again. Guess I'll get her mother involved.
Yeah.
Oh, who's her dad? Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
Too little, too late.
Yeah.
It feels like such a side plot thing that goes nowhere.
It truly feels like it could get cut, which, like you said, is probably how it was written.
she's also not the only member of staff at the school. Believe it or not, schools need multiple people to teach
Shocking, yeah.
kids. Stephen Ford, the actor who appears as the coach who spanks Mark.
Yeah.
I think it's Mark anyway.
No clue, couldn't tell
Yeah.
you.
Spanks the one guy just to be like, oh, have you got a maxi pad done? Weird scene,
yeah.
Yeah.
but okay.
I think that's fits thematically.
Yeah, toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Do you know who Stephen Ford is?
Sounds familiar.
He's an actor. We have seen him in something very recently. He's in When Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
He's also in
is
the
he?
movie Heat.
Is it?
But also, most interestingly, he's the son of President Gerald Ford. Yes.
Crazy.
So that means he's in line to become the next president.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
He has to kill Trump before he can
Oh,
inherit
God.
it.
I'd let him be president if he did. Yeah, I'm not really going to go into it much, but just how these different films show like the teacher's involvement is so interesting to me, particularly with the principal and like the scene I liked in the book where the principal stands up to Chris's father. Obviously, it's not in this version.
Yeah.
But I'd like to discuss that when we get to the next two adaptations.
I mean, they sort of have a similar-ish scene in this.
They do. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's weird because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it because granted, yeah, teachers like, I feel like it's this certain time where in loco parentis was a thing, but also there was a lot less safeguarding rules. Obviously, random example, I'm thinking of like a joke made that's about the first episode of Doctor Who, about like how Susan's teachers follow her home just because they think she's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
we may have had an episode covering that on First Time Flyers.
Right, we did. But yeah, it's something I'll discuss more when we get on to the other two adaptations. I don't really have too many strong feelings about this and this, other than that Sue should have acted faster. Not to blame her, but like the fact that this has happened twice now under her watch. But like,
Won't happen a third time.
no,
Not under her watch, at least.
If we were to do the Rage Carrie 3, who would we bring back who's alive at the end of this version?
I couldn't even tell you.
That's a good...
No, the stoner guy.
Freddy from Freddy Got
Yeah, I'll
Fingered.
bring
yeah.
back Freddy. Because
be
he was
cool.
just like, whoa. And then he
Did you like his line where he got hit with the eggs?
what is it? It's always...
Why is it always the innocents who get
Oh yeah,
get hurt in a drive-by? I mean, it's before Columbine. I think it's just more like it's a very 90s edgy joke, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was like the rival school, right? Or was that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Devils.
Yeah.
Is that
Ooh,
thematic?
Thematic, maybe. I don't know because religion isn't really a part of this
Yeah,
one.
there's like no really religious angle to this.
No.
It's more just like clicky.
So with the finale, instead of in the story of Carrie, she gets dunked at the prom, like she's at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
In this one, they just straight up show her sex tape.
Surround.
A non-consensually filmed one as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
with someone who is committing
statutory
rape.
Yeah. So many sex crimes at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
and they're all just...
But you know what? It's set up with the whole camcorder being used throughout.
Yeah.
It isn't just like a gimmick. It's like a genuine thing. Like at the end, it's like,
yeah.
in a horrific way.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And it's very interestingly done.
Well, like this, like the multiple screens.
The way it's shown.
Yeah. I thought
It's-
it was pretty cool actually.
When she starts raging out,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, I don't quite understand everything. I don't know why her tattoo is beating
Yeah,
and
I
grows
think-
all over her, but it's a neat visual.
I was going to say, one of the few things I remembered about this was the tattoo visual of like it spreading along her body.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I quite like the slaughter scene.
Yeah, it's fun to see people get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
like I like
visually
the way it's shot.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like so much more extreme. Love when they get the harpoons. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Or when he gets shot in the dick or something.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, that actor's parents were on set that day.
Oh, really?
Funny.
Imagine being like, "Oh, let's see what our son's up to." Gets his dick shot by a harpoon.
I'd be really proud of my kid being shot in the dick with a harpoon
Yeah.
for a movie. I think that's like peak cinema.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
if it was Tom Cruise, he'd do it for real.
You do it for real.
but yeah, there's that. There's the CD death, which we've already said about.
Iconic.
Yeah. The pool.
The
That's
pool.
just in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking madhouse. If that's like an actual house someone lived in with a full indoor swimming pool.
Yeah.
I like how those the three people who are like the masterminds behind it, they don't try and escape. They're just like, we're gonna kill her. They run upstairs whilst all of that's going on down
Yeah.
there. It's not like in the school where everyone was just going crazy. They're pretty calm given the circumstance.
Yeah. And you know when they shoot the glass behind her?
Yeah.
They used real glass for that. It wasn't like salt glass.
Really? That's so dangerous.
Yeah. So the first time they filmed it, I think like Emily Burgle like flinched, and I think she did it again the second time. The third time they did it, she didn't, but she got like loads of like lacerations and cuts on her neck.
Horrible.
So like, if you watch that scene like afterwards, there's a lot of it where she's shot from the front. They don't show her back,
Oh God.
which
That's
it seems
so
kind of fucked up, and
dangerous.
is also like surely like safety
Yeah, 'cause
protocols would
glass
have
can,
been
like-
different in the 90s.
Glass can fuck you up. Like,
Yeah.
just like, you know, it's not the big ones you need to worry about. It's the tiny shards getting stuck in
Yeah,
you.
like I don't know much about glass. I know it's frozen air, but
Yeah,
it is dangerous. And
you make it by
in
putting.
the fact they did that to her,
Yeah, you make it by putting sand in a furnace.
do you like that?
I like that.
I learned how glass is made from the Bionicle movie.
Really?
Yeah, the two towers create a little tornado of sand, and the fire tower blasts it with fire, and it makes glass.
So many people go through glass in Police Story. Like there's like
Yeah,
there's
they do, don't they?
like 20 minutes of people being thrown through glass. It is so funny.
I mean, glass shattering is a common and interesting visual. It's a shame they had to hurt her.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that is.
But with the collateral.
Speaking of shattering, though, the ending. I brought this up to you two yesterday. Did you watch the alternate ending?
I'm gonna be honest. I did forget to watch it for this.
One was on Tubi.
Did she shatter at the end of the movie?
No.
I don't think they used the alternate ending anyway.
Describe the shot.
She's looking at him, and then she goes,
Maybe.
yeah.
I just want to.
That's the ending I got.
I just want to say I watched it on VHS, which did not have that ending.
Yeah.
Had the
I
original
watched it on the 88 Films Blu-ray. Anyway, the alternate ending is she, instead of shattering, she shoots out a snake from her mouth, who starts like strangling Mark and like going into not Mark, Jesse, and going into his mouth.
That's cool.
I don't get it.
It's
Adam and Eve.
I guess
my logic would be like passing it on. I don't know.
it's an odd thing. I see why they changed it.
It's giving you
Give him one.
this reference. I mean, it's worked for us. It's giving the Master in the Doctor Who 2000s movie where he's just a snake that like possesses people.
Or Jason in Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
The description for the VHS is so long. It might as
Jesus
well tell
Christ.
you the plot of the movie. Like, it doesn't.
It's a pretty simple movie.
Yeah. I mean, I could read it to you. It's long. I'm just scanning over it now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What I will bring up, Stephen King, not credited in the opening titles. He's credited in the end crawl, but not in the opening titles.
Wow.
I mean,
Has he ever given his thoughts on this?
He disowned it.
yeah.
He does not like it.
No.
Because he's not cool that way. He hasn't got the swag.
Yeah.
Also, I guess it's just like he doesn't really like when things are like using his properties for like something that he hasn't written.
That's
Yeah.
Like Children of the Corn. We're gonna get onto them eventually.
Yeah.
I know they did like a sequel to Firestarter. They did Pet Cemetery 2.
Yeah.
Basically, if it's a sequel that he hasn't written, so
I wonder how he
doesn't like
feels.
it.
Sorry, cut you off. I wonder how he feels about Welcome to Derry. I think that's such a recent one. Yeah, I have to look it up when it comes out.
I haven't seen all of Welcome to Derry yet.
No, me neither.
So,
I have to look it up when we eventually cover that in like 5 years.
Should we wrap up our thoughts on 2?
yeah.
Walter lives.
Walter lives.
He's
yeah.
living with Jessie.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes back as like a force ghost.
Yes!
Yeah.
I forgot about that ending. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah. And then she shatters.
Yeah.
But
So it's shattering the reality.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's like mirrors, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, and it goes on forever.
Yeah. Interesting shot again.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say this was scheduled for release in October 1998. Then it got pushed to March, and then Columbine, and then it didn't come out in the UK until November 99. As far as critical reception goes, IMDb, this got a 4.8 out of 10.
Woo! It's not bad.
Letterboxd, bang in the middle, 2.5 out of 5.
It's a good movie then.
Rotten Tomatoes, critic rating, 23. audience rating 33, Metacritic 42, and a cinema score of C+, which is rough for cinema
that's
score.
a bad cinema score.
Yeah.
Anything lower than A is
Which
like
is
bad.
weird because, like, I don't know. I feel like going in, you would kind of expect this. The way cinema score's done is weird. So, like, you know, but
What I'm genuinely surprised most about out of all of these is that this is the lowest on Letterboxd in a way. Just considering the other two, considering how safe they are.
Well,
it seems like, because like in the reviews of like this one, it seems like some people are genuinely very passionate
I think
about
this
this.
has got the most passionate fans out of any of them.
I can see
yes,
why.
I also think this has been very much reevaluated in like recent years.
One thing I do want to bring up, and I'm going to go more into this at the end of the episode, is I put on Reddit asking what people's thoughts are, and there are people who like the 2002 and the 2013 one quite a lot. Some people say it's their favourite adaptation.
Yeah.
That is no.
I saw someone say that for 2002.
Yeah, and I know people say that about The Shining as well. Some people really like when stuff sticks to the book, like to a T, or just is like as accurate to that as possible. So this obviously not being that might be a reason why. This isn't a really widely seen movie. I think it's quite niche in the grand scheme of things.
I think the title puts off a lot of people.
Yeah. But I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I own it. I had a fun time.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it works all too well at times.
Yeah, it had the things I liked the most.
I can see myself.
I like more than.
Yeah.
We'll
talk about our opinions of the other ones now going forward, but I can see myself revisiting this more than some of the other ones.
Yeah.
I want to shout out this Letterboxd review that's just #Carrie2.
Hashtag,
No, you hashtag me too, but it's Carrie. Get it?
That's
It's
funny, Joe.
I wouldn't say it's funny, I just think it's clever and interesting.
Carrie 2002. What else was out in 2002?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Good for her.
We'd all been born at this point.
Yeah, we had. And we were born before too.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you weren't born before the original release date.
True.
Because it was October and you weren't born to the end of October. Whereas we would have been. I would have been just born.
You guys are lucky.
I would have been a few months old at this point, you know.
Yeah, you're so much older than us.
Walking on you.
Probably walking and talking by this point.
Yeah.
You're fresh out the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the gayest one. But it's not my favourite one.
I would argue this is the worst.
I think it's the worst.
Not the worst of Carrie. I think this is the worst thing we've covered so far on this show.
Really?
Wow. I did not like this.
I thought when I first watched it, its worst crime was just it was a boring version of it, in terms of it was doing nothing new and interesting. Then I watched the commentary, and it actively pissed me off so much, it made me think less of the actual movie. I'm dead fucking serious.
It's just like hearing the creators' like opinions on that.
If the director can sit there in silence with nothing fucking interesting to say, other than just, oh, Carrie says a line, oh, she spoke, and shit like that. It's like, if they don't give a shit, why
you know
should
what
we?
Ingmar Bergman says?
It's fucking... we were talking about this yesterday.
Okay, these two have actually listened to the commentary. I struggled through this one, but I didn't have to go through it again.
I watched the commentary on 2x speed, and frankly, I should have watched it on a faster speed.
I just watched it normal.
Mad.
To be fair, I was ironing clothes.
Yeah.
But I watched it.
I sent you clips yesterday of me watching it, and the amount of times, I'm a very breathy person. I know I'm quite noisy, and a lot of my breaths get picked up on the mic. And I had to clarify yesterday when I was sending the videos that the sniffling sounds and the breathing from the video was not me. It was the director just sitting there doing fucking nothing.
I watched the commentary and there was no breathing, so I don't know what Joe was on about.
It was on the DVD though, right?
It was for the Scream Factory Blu-ray in 2015.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what if it turns out that wasn't the director? It was just some guy who uploaded it online and just downloaded it?
No, he introduced himself as the director. And
you can lie?
I guess, yeah. But
you never saw his face.
That's true. But it genuinely annoyed me so much. It felt like they'd never fucking watched it before, the way they were speaking about it. Like at one point when
Felt
when
like
the,
they'd never seen a movie
yeah,
before.
when the hairbrush
Well, they've
was
seen
moving.
Ingmar Bergman.
Yeah, they had. That's the only movie.
The only one that just watched Persona, just like,
When they were
don't need any more.
This is kind of influenced by scenes from a marriage.
yeah, when the fucking Victor Goss, the was it the director of
The DP, yeah.
They were like, it was the scene with the hairbrush, and he was like, "How did you do that? Wires, magnets? Oh, it's a secret." And they don't fucking explain it. It's like
It's so clearly on wires. It looks so bad.
and it's just like, what the fuck are they on about? And then it's like, when the shot, I think I sent this clip of like the door, it moving to the door to Margaret watching them, and it's like, oh, where are we going? And it's like, no, you fucking made it. You telling me?
I sent the clip as well of the hairbrush and just like, wow, you really believe she's doing that with her own mind.
I
was
think
just like,
they were. It sounded like they were either high or giving each other head while watching it. It did not sound like they were paying attention. It sounded like they were preoccupied.
they were pulling the Chris Hargensen, like,
Yeah.
I hate Carrie White.
And yeah, if it wasn't for that, my main opinion on it was just be like, oh, it was fine. It was just dull and not and doesn't need to exist.
Yeah.
And then watching that, it's just like, fuck them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
clearly don't care.
I think there's one pretty good thing about this. I don't really have much to say about much else of this. So I'm just going to quickly run through some of the people
behind
who
the
worked on
scenes.
it and the behind the scenes of how it came to be.
I'm changing my letterbox now. I gotta get to
Oh
the
yeah,
other
get
one.
mine up as well. Where's my
Okay.
phone?
So NBC commissioned a TV film adaptation in May of 2002. Filming began in Vancouver in June, finished in July. Stephen King had no involvement in this production following what happened with The Rage Carrie 2. NBC wanted this to be a movie of the week, but the production studio, MGM Television and Trilogy Entertainment Group, they wanted it to serve as a backdoor pilot for a potential TV series, which is why Carrie is kept alive at the end, unlike the other adaptations.
We are not rewatching this for first time flyers. I'm just putting it out there.
This will not be in our backdoor pilot season. Sorry, go on, Gary.
They had, however, considered at the end Carrie's power passing to Sue, and then she would be the protagonist of the series, but it would still be called Carrie.
Imagine it just called Sue.
Sue.
Susan?
Susan.
Yeah. The producer, Paul Monash of Carrie 76 and The Rage Carrie 2, he is listed here as a consulting producer. He would pass away a year after this came out.
Because of this.
They also felt that
I consulted to death.
they also considered if they kill Carrie off at the end, that'd be too cruel, and they would
Yeah.
because she was a victim of bullying and then she dies, which I can understand, but also
I could understand in a
She
version of
killed
this.
so many people.
I can understand in a version of this which is earnest, where I genuinely believe that that's their interpretation of it. Not a version where it's like, no, you just needed her to live so you could have a series afterwards.
yeah. The modus operandi was to make it more epic and edgier. There's also a story about them wanting to make it scarier, which I think you know, which we'll discuss in a bit. Did it succeed? Maybe. It aired at 8 p.m. on the 4th of November 2002 on NBC. It gained 12.21 million viewers. In the UK, it would not air until May 18th of 2003, and despite my best researching, I could not find what channel this aired on.
What do we think it would have aired on?
Well, when I searched, Google AI said Carrie is a character from Sex and the City, which aired on Channel 4. So
I believe it.
I'm going to say Channel 4.
Yeah, when they made the Carrie Diaries, that's what they're referring to.
What channel
yeah.
do you think?
Yeah. Well, you said Channel 4, so I'm going to pick something else.
BBC.
BBC.
Which BBC?
Obviously not, but like, fucking, I don't know, BBC 3 that like disappeared for a bit.
I don't even know if BBC 3 was around
I
at
was
that
going to
time.
say, I don't think it
I'm going to
was.
say E4.
It did on Dave.
Don't Dave.
Yeah.
God. Again, I guess you could sort of like blame the structure of it of the TV movie model at the time. Of
Yeah,
they'd
yeah.
have to give each scene like sort of a mini climax for each one. tanks the pacing of it all.
Yeah, I don't even think it's really justifiable in this. Whereas, like, say, The Shining '97, you can kind of see that going up and down constantly. This is just, for me, it's just lulls.
It's a flat line.
Yeah, instead of ebbing and flowing, it's
like
just...
you're a consultant on it.
Yeah.
It was produced for a budget of $5 million, which today is about $9 million. Obviously, we don't have box office figures. We just
Shot on video? Interesting.
shot digitally,
handheld.
largely handheld. Yeah,
It's the one thing it's one of the 3 notes I think I made from the commentary. All handheld. They use the R slur as a verb.
they do. Yeah,
And the yellow-green lighting is because of the set walls.
Interesting.
I do have more notes, but I also wrote like cough.
Did you
Inhale.
actually?
No.
Oh, I also wrote they call Margaret a biatch at one point,
Yeah,
which just made me cringe.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just going to run through some of the people who worked on this, so that if we do have any
nice.
gripes or congratulations we want to give out, we can give them to these people. This was directed by David Carson, who has worked on a number of episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. I believe also including the pilot of Deep Space Nine. He also directed the movie Star Trek Generations. I've already talked on the podcast before about how I like Star Trek. That's not one of the good movies. It's not one of the worst movies, but it's middling. Teleplay was by Brian Fuller, who has worked on a number of TV shows. Hannibal,
Yeah.
which is probably his most famous. Pushing Daisies, which is a show I really like.
I like Pushing Daisies.
I know
about
you've seen
Pushing
Pushing Daisies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, right?
Yeah, I wanted to rewatch it a couple of years ago, but never got around to it. But I remember watching it at my grandfather's.
It's been a fair few years since I've seen it. I might
Yeah.
give it a rewatch at some point.
Yeah.
It's a good show. He also did Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, yeah. It did.
So a lot of Star Trek people.
Yeah.
This was produced by David Carson and Stephen Geoghegan, who worked on the 90s Outer Limits show and the recent Snowpiercer TV series.
Interesting.
Yeah. Music by Laura Karpman, Oscar nominee.
My recommendation is tighten the music of this.
I mean,
Really?
she's an Oscar nominee. Are you telling her that she did her job wrong?
No.
But what if I tell you this? She also composed one of your favourite movies,
I know which one.
Girlfriends?
The Marvels.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also did Captain America 4.
Also,
didn't she?
but no.
And was nominated for
Do you remember
American
when I
Fiction.
was talking about, like, when I got excited because I thought the composer for Wallace and Gromit was a woman?
Yeah.
And then you, like, put it down because it's like, no, it's a man, and I got devastated.
Yeah.
So I'm always just happy to learn there are more female composers out there. So,
I mean, she's quite prolific. She does a lot of like Marvel stuff
yeah.
now.
She composed the Reagan show. It's about Ronald Reagan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I thought this was like an Exorcist TV series. Director of photography, as you mentioned, Victor Goss.
Yeah.
The only thing I could see on his IMDb that I'd heard of was Nash Bridges, which I've never seen. Seems to be a TV
That sounds familiar.
DP. And I'm not really going to go into the rest of the people who made it because I don't know what they worked on. So I'll just say the cast. We got Angela Bettis, who's in a movie called May, which I think Viv has heard of.
Yes.
And also Girl Interrupted. She's Carrie White. Patricia Clarkson, who we'll see again
Yeah.
in The Green Mile, but also is in one of your favourite trilogies of films of all time.
The Marvels.
Close. You got the first 5 letters right. No, you got the first 5 letters.
Can I give you a hint?
What?
Mean Ho.
Oh. Maze Runner.
Yeah, she's in the Maze Runner trilogy.
She's in other stuff.
Yeah, but
she's
she's in
in-
the Maze Runner
She's in
trilogy.
the Maze Runner trilogy.
The Scorch Trials.
Yeah.
I love
The
the
Death
Scorch
Cure?
Trials. Yeah.
She's in front of. She's like in the bunkers.
Yeah, she like serves face,
Yeah.
shoots herself but fakes it. I don't know. I kind of get what Maze Runner's about, but I also don't really like.
No,
it's
I have no
zombies.
fucking clue.
I don't get. They
They're
put
in a
them in
maze
the maze.
and they just have to get out.
Yeah, they put them in the maze, and it's like it's a test, but it's like what for?
They should have just made it all a bigger maze. They get out the maze and you think that's them out the
It's
maze,
like, oh
but
no,
no, it's a bigger maze.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you like that idea?
first of all, Rick Riordan catching strays. Now we got James Dashner catching strays.
James
Who
Dashner
are we
can-
going to insult next?
James Dashner can catch strays. Those books are shit.
Yeah, I haven't read them all.
Because I stopped at the second one because I thought, and this was teenage me who read some absolute slop.
Yeah.
I loved the first one. I stopped halfway through the Scorched Trials because I thought it was so
Damn.
bad.
Because there was no maze.
And you finished reading Cell, so that's
Exactly,
something.
some of the shit I've read. But yeah, James Dashner. I'm pretty sure he got cancelled for something, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean,
I don't know.
good
Is he,
thing
like,
we don't have a
homophobic?
James Dashner podcast.
yeah, was he like
true.
homophobic or something?
I don't know. I'll Google it, but I will say,
You know, Martin Freeman's like a transphobic piece of shit.
Yeah,
is he?
Yeah.
He's donated money to
sucks.
Graham Linehan's thing.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
really
Also,
sucks.
his wife was like a massive turf. Wasn't
Really?
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wait, which, the one that's not the one in Sherlock?
she? No, the one and the same. That was his real wife.
And she's a transphobic piece of shit?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
So like, I already knew that she was kind of sus. So when I found out he was, it was just like, it's a shame. I'm not surprised. But he is the white dude from Black Panther, so I gotta give him something.
Just to confirm, James Dashner was dropped from his publisher due to sexual harassment claims. So just a lot of shit, guys.
Well-
I want to shout out though. I don't know if I wouldn't be able to find this now, but I recently got Meg to read The Long Walk, and the way I got her to read it is I found a fan edit where it was Ray and Pete, but also comparing their relationship to Thomas and Newt from The Maze Runner. And Meg was like, okay, fine, I'll fucking read it. So
I think that says
see the
more about Meg
parallels.
than anything.
I see the parallels. It's two gay boys.
Two gay boys.
Yeah, who love each
Walking?
other but die.
Maze Runner?
Maze Runner.
The
long
maze
walk.
long walkers.
Yeah.
Two boys going
boys.
on a long walk,
Yeah.
5 feet apart. 'cause
They're
they're
not
not
gay.
Okay. Yeah.
The person who plays Miss Desjardins.
Jordan, yeah.
literally what I'm reading.
Sorry. Why was she so pretty?
Who, Rena Sofa from Melrose Place and General Hospital?
Yeah. No,
She looks like she would be in one of those shows.
Yeah.
Viv, pretty people gotta work too.
Yeah.
I know, but
I know I haven't been doing it for a
every
while,
time,
but
I know, but every time, yeah, she's like gorgeous.
She is beautiful.
I'm just like sort of flabbergasted. Like she just doesn't look like she would play a gym teacher. It doesn't look like she fits the role.
okay, keep it in your pants.
I'm sorry.
You're not saying this about the other gym teachers, unless you are going to say it about Judy Greer.
I will say it about Judy Greer. You're
gonna
have
go for
to,
Bass
you're
for
gonna have
Judy
to fucking
Greer?
stop me saying about Judy Greer.
Okay.
We've also got Candice McClure from Battlestar Galactica and the 2009 remake of Children of the Corn
yeah.
as Sue Snell.
Here again.
So we'll see her at some point. Emily DeRavin from Once Upon a Time, the TV series.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is her.
Remember Me, the 9/11
The 9/11 movie.
as Chris Hargensen.
She's also in a Lost documentary, so I don't know if that means she was in Lost at some point.
She's just in the documentary.
Tobias Mailer is in Battlestar Galactica and the TV movie Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which I think was like the pilot for the series.
There we go.
He plays Tommy Ross. Jesse Cadote is Billy Nolan. He
in
mostly
fucking
does like
nothing.
ADR looping for
Yeah.
movies. So he's worked on Titanic and Red Riding Hood.
Really?
And lastly, we've got David Keith, but not Keith David. Different people.
Yeah.
But David Keith,
Yeah.
who is...
Is he white in this one?
He's white, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Detective John
Donuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
Donut
donuts
guy.
are fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is in Firestarter, so we'll see him
Oh,
again.
cool.
He's also Daredevil's dad in Daredevil,
Yeah.
the Ben Affleck one.
Ah,
Yeah.
the better one.
The boxer dad who gets boxed to death.
Was he in the extended cut, the superior cut?
Yeah, of
I
course
mean, he's in both.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Did he get more scenes?
I have. No,
I mean, he's
can't
just like, I'm a
remember.
boxer, and then like his kid just like gets sprayed with acid. And just
Yeah.
like, I'm blind, I should never have boxed.
Yeah. And
That's the origin of Daredevil.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, we're on like the playground. So the DP, who is in the commentary, Victor Goss, he tells a little story, and I'm surprised you didn't have this in your notes, Joe. He apparently got gifted his first 16mm camera from one Mario Tosi, the DOP of the original Carrie.
Oh.
Seems a bit
missed that.
coincidental.
Yeah.
I'm going to call bullshit on this.
I don't believe a word.
Also
out of
because he
their
says it
mouths.
right after he uses the R slur.
That's the thing. I was too busy writing down he says the R slur to thing is he uses it as a verb.
Yeah.
And I was so taken about like the sense of this, but it like as if someone, I can't remember what was happening, but like he says like, oh, something as in like something slowed down.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I was so
not like in the
It's
actual
about how something is like
definition.
aged, just like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's weird.
Because like it was 2002, that was still weird to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the commentary's from 2015.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's why I was so taken aback. I was like, he's not even using it as a slur. He's using
We
it
were
as a
woke
verb.
at the time.
Yeah.
He must have been listening to Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah.
Also, around the same time in that commentary, the director, David Carson, says that he was initially unconvinced that Carrie should be remade, but then he showed the original film to his teenage daughter and her friends, who did not find it scary, convincing him to take on the role.
Thanks.
Yeah, if they liked the movie, we may not have this.
Yeah.
If only they had taste.
But this is
Yeah.
what I mean. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't say the original Carrie is scary in that regard.
This isn't
But
scary in
no,
the
of
slightest.
course not. But I wouldn't say any version of Carrie is scary.
Honestly, if you like strapped me down and said we're going to make you watch Carrie 2002 again, I'd be scared, but for a different reason.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That's
I
actually-
do think this is the worst thing we've
It's
covered
actually
on the
against the-
podcast so far. It's
Strapping someone
fucking
down
awful.
and like forcing them to do is actually against the Geneva Convention, so you're pretty lucky there.
Oh, good. And I've been to Geneva. So,
Yeah, you have.
Thinking
How was
I've
the,
got-
how was
I've
the
got-
convention?
It was really good. Yeah, I got a free tote bag.
Hell yeah.
I got Geneva.
thinking about it, I do think I would much rather rewatch Bag of Bones and Cell than this.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
You
I
think
wouldn't.
that-
I wouldn't want to watch Bag of Bones because that's 3 hours.
So you think Bag of Bones is better than Carrie?
I can see
2000?
myself
No.
revisiting Bag of Bones
Yeah.
sooner than revisiting this.
Yeah.
disagree?
Okay.
I think with Bag of Bones, at the very least, I can't point to here's a clearly better interpretation of this book
Yeah.
that you can achieve.
Yeah, very much limited. If I ever want to consume Bag of Bones content, it's just the one I have to choose from.
Yeah, you can either watch that. Oh, actually, The Housemaid.
That's true.
The Housemaid's very Bag of Bones coded at times.
Yeah, but I don't think the performance is great. But Angela Bettis,
She's got a look to her.
I
I think she has a great face.
think the way
love
she's
how
directed is the problem for me.
Yeah.
I don't think the choices she made in her performance work, but I don't think that's her fault.
No, I think honestly, under a different manager, I think she'd be perfect.
I
for
think
this kind of role.
I think she's the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But she's given the direction of the constantly shaking like a shitting chihuahua.
Yes, yeah.
Like constantly like cross-eyed, like
Absolute fucking tweaking out. Like,
constantly as soon as someone's speaking to her. I understand it's trying to portray this level of anxiety. Different to say the Sissy Spacek one, which is again
yeah.
is very over the top. But for this sort of I guess more grounded approach you could call it.
Yeah.
It feels so out of place.
Yeah.
And like she's always on the verge of tears.
this
Yeah.
is one of the few versions where it's like the 2013 one we'll talk about, but even the Sissy Spacek one where it's like, you don't really get why Carrie's being bullied, like other than just general cruelty to like a person who's slightly different. Whereas in this, it's like, how could you try and be nice to her when even if you try and say anything to her, she's just there fucking vibrating? Like,
It feels like before every take they made her like do like
Yeah.
a hot ones.
yeah. But yeah, it's not. I genuinely don't think
She
it's
just
her
had
fault.
what's the bomb?
Scoville units.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the specific one?
Da bomb. Is
The
it?
bomb. She
Yeah.
just hits them the bomb, and then she's just like, all right, action.
Yeah. I think that they definitely told her to like, all right, you've got to like shake a bit and like look like this. It's a shame because yeah, I do think that she embodies the role well. I really like the bit at the prom
Yeah.
where the girl does the whole thing of like, oh, you made that? No shit. And she's like,
Yeah.
I like the bit where just like shut up and just like
oh yeah, that's
you
it, isn't
shut
it?
up.
Yeah.
Like that was the one thing she was okay with
Yeah.
fighting back
Yeah.
against.
Look at your
She's got some funny line deliveries. Like I know obviously you sent the steamed hams bit, which I don't know if you want to get into steamed hams a bit more.
Oh yeah, no, I want to go to Steam Time. Well, just the scene of her coming to the door and like hiding, and it's just like, what's going on in there? It's just like my house is falling down. It's like, can I see? No. It's like okay.
It is one for one steamed hams.
It is really
Like, I didn't
fucking
even
funny.
pick up on it the first time I watched it. I was just like, yeah, Sure.
That's the thing. I gotta bring my own enjoyment to this.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's like
I was in the
Yeah.
trenches.
it's like more not. It's like how much you bring to it that you see within yourself. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, there are some things I would praise about it. Like in the sense of, in that scene, I kind of like how while she's anxiously waiting, she levitates everything around her. Like, I think there are some things to praise, but then it's like probably collectively 1 minute out of a 2 hour.
It's
10
the only
movie.
one to include the interrogation.
Yeah,
stuff
what do
in
we
it.
think about that? That's obviously.
I don't think it really.
It doesn't add
helps.
anything. It's not as interesting.
No.
I don't
get the scene where it's like a flash forward and he's like in Carrie's. Like, what's that?
But they said in the commentary about how it's pulling him into the story.
Fuck off.
But that's why I'm still hoping, at least for like the Mike Flanagan show,
Yeah.
that they still like incorporate this element, but they also do something kind of interesting with it.
I think I got a little more interested when they started speaking to people other than Sue.
Yeah.
Because I'd love it if they played, I can't remember what said it. Comparing Carrie, the DVD extra.
Yeah.
It said about how, like, the way the prom is shot specifically is in the 2013 version, objective. The 2002 one is from Carrie's POV. And then the 1976 one is very subjective. Maybe if they did something where they were playing with it, where it's like the different people telling the story make it feels like they kind of alter it slightly.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to believe that, like
the Always Sunny episode where they're at the party and...
Yeah.
Like,
Actually.
maybe it would be better to get different perspectives, whereas it feels like they've got these scenes there, and these characters were supposed to believe that they're just telling the objective truth.
Yeah.
Like fucking the chubby boy who's friends with the guy who killed the pig.
Yeah.
It's like, is he really telling exactly what happened?
That's
You know?
that would be like an interesting to do with it. But again, it just feels like this is in the book. How do we put this on screen? Okay, let's just have like these interviews.
Especially when it's like framed as so much of it is all in flashback.
Yeah.
But then it's like Sue wasn't there for Carrie's stuff in the house. Like, and not to be like, oh, but how did they know that? But then, like, if they didn't set up that framing device, you wouldn't question it. But because they did, you've got to be like, but how did they know that? We get the shot of Margaret watching her.
Well, she knows because Carrie transmitted everything.
Yeah, but Carrie doesn't know Margaret was there for watching her. Also, yeah, Carrie brain blasts her. So I guess that's more of a typical The Shining.
The thing I thought was interesting was like at the just skipping like right to the end because 90% nothing happens in this, but like going right to the end where like you had the actual prom scene, and like they try and do like the same suspense thing with the bucket, like they do in the De Palma version.
Can I read a quote from the commentary?
Yeah, I remember this quote.
Please do.
Okay. The director and the DP talk about how they really outdid the original with this scene.
Yeah.
The whole prom scene?
Yeah.
That is insane because after...
There's delusion and then there's fucking this.
Yeah, they also said, like, they also spoke about how the design of the prom scene itself and things like that, like the set design
Fine.
was better. That's what I thought.
No. It's like devoid of color. I think that's just due to like the medium of...
The 76 one and the 2013 one, they do have a theme. I
Yeah.
can't tell you what the theme of this one is. Pink?
But like in the scene when she goes up and like for a second it's just like, oh, she gets to dance. I like that it cuts back. I think that's like an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone. You know, have you seen The Green Knight?
No.
So you don't know the ending?
No,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. I want to see it. I wanted to see it when it came out, but COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whoever's seen The Green Knight, what they kind of do with that, I think they should have pushed it further.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't want to spoil it though. If you could.
I mean, you can if you want. It's
Okay,
It might be on me because I haven't got
fuck
around
it.
to it.
Yeah.
the
Okay,
past
so
few
it's
years.
about he goes to kill the Green Knight because he's like whatever.
Yeah.
He does it. No, he's about to face off against the Green Knight, but then he changes his mind and runs away and goes home. He lives his entire life, basically. It's like 20 minutes. He lives his entire life, and at the very end, he gets executed. Then it cuts back to him just about to fight it. Because it's about him being executed by the Green Knight.
There's a Twilight Zone episode just like that.
Yeah. But I think that like maybe he should have just like carried on.
Yeah.
It should have continued. Where it's just like what would her life have been like if this
didn't happen.
Yeah, and then it just cuts back to that. I think that would have been
honestly that's a good point. One thing I feel about this is this stretches the story to its absolute breaking point.
Yeah.
Which I kind of have faith in Mike Flanagan, hi Mike, to do something with the story, but also, how the fuck are they going to make this 8 episodes?
Well, like I said, I'm not okay with this. It's different enough where it's like, it's weird to keep bringing it up, but people obviously think of it as it's a version of Carrie. That's 7 episodes, I think, or 8 episodes, half an hour, so it's still going to be shorter. But I think there is an interesting way to do it, but this isn't it. Like
maybe with that idea of like each character gets a perspective on the what happened, and then you just play it entirely from that, and you just see that aspect of the story.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be like completely like deconstructed. Like maybe it starts with like the prom. And it's like
maybe you see the prom. Yeah.
Way.
Sorry, cut you off. Yeah, maybe you see the prom.
Even with that idea, I would love it if it was just like an episode of her thinking this is her life, and then it's just like. Bam! Back
to the bucket.
Well, there goes.
I love the idea of it. Like you said, you could have it where like it drips on her hand and then that snaps back. Maybe you could have it where she's like 80 years old, happy on her deathbed, and then that's when the drip happens, and that's when she snaps back.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about.
Like fucking.
We literally.
Sunday.
There's so little to talk about this. We're speculating on like better versions.
But we've said this before. Of the biggest thing when we see not bad, but even just disappointing media, is it gets us cooking about how we would have done it better.
No, this is a true thing. It's like we're actively like trying to make something better, which is. Why I know why they don't, but you kind of want Hollywood to remake the bad stuff more than remake the stuff that's already worked.
But the thing is, though, it's already been made perfectly.
I know for Carrie, yes, obviously, but
is
anything else? Yeah, like our Megan sequels.
Yeah, and the Black Phone.
Sequels.
Black Phone in Space.
Black Phone in the Hood.
Black Phone in the Hood. I do want to bring up the dirty pillows and the meteors.
Yeah. Well, did you get a brain blast?
No. I remember I said like I didn't really remember much about the rage except for the tattoo. The main thing I remembered about this interpretation was that it included the meteors, and it's like right at the beginning. Fucking stupid. Yeah.
Like I know they filmed this scene for all 3 of them. You can see the deleted scene for the 2013 one on the Blu-ray. Obviously, we haven't seen the 1976 deleted scene. It is kind of like the neighbor is like very like brazenly just like, hello, check out my boobies.
Well, nothing wrong with it. She's in her own garden. She's sunbathing.
Yeah,
and like this little girl just walks into her garden.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think she did anything wrong.
No, I don't think she did anything wrong. I think it was just directed weird.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of Lynchian.
And it's kind of like I get obviously like I think it's in the book like her like the mother being like, oh, you're a slut or whatever.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit comedic and over the top and not in like an interesting way.
Kind of connected. What do you think of Patricia Clarkson's performance?
It's fine. It never struck me as wow, this is like really interesting. I think of the 3 performances of Margaret White, it's the weakest.
Yeah,
do you think so?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I've seen her in stuff before, and she's a competent actress.
I really liked when I saw her appear. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I like it when she pops up in stuff. You know? So it's just a shame that had she been in one of the other adaptations, I think she could have gone a lot. She plays a lot
more subdued in certain ways. Like she's obviously not going for who plays her in the first one?
Piper Laurie.
She's not going for the full Piper Laurie. Like
crazy.
Like whoa. She obviously still like commits like horrible acts of abuse, but like it's quieter. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
A lot more internalized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't have many notes on her specifically, just because.
Which is the
it
same
just
because
didn't-
she's like probably the second or third biggest character.
But also
Yeah.
it feels like she has nothing to do as well at times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like she's there, she's part of the furniture. I
Yeah.
guess.
she does what on paper Margaret White needs to do, whereas the 1970 one and the 2013 one both at least give Margaret something.
Yeah.
Like, obviously in the 1970s one, you see her like peddling the Bible and going around people's houses, and then in the 2013 one, we'll get into it, but like we see her at work and things like that. Whereas this one, it feels like she's just confined to
Yeah.
that space and isn't given anything further than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we think of, like... I think just the characterization in all of this, considering there's more, because it's 2 hours, I feel like all the characterization is just kind of weaker.
It feels longer, but it doesn't feel like it goes any
No.
more in depth.
It's like, I don't think this version of Sue is particularly interesting.
No.
Like, they talk about how they wanted to... Well, I remember seeing something about how Sue reacts in each version, and like how quickly she regrets what she did in the bathroom. But I don't know. I think Sue during the interrogations just comes across really weirdly.
Yeah, she's
of
like she
after this-
condescending them.
Yeah, it's like after this tragedy, yeah, she'd probably be like angry. But would she
But I guess
be
you gotta
like...
keep in mind, like, she's on the road with her girlfriend now.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I kind of want to bring up 2 things here. First of all, a lot of Angela?
Angela Bettis.
Yeah, Angela Bettis. A lot of her blinks were edited out to make Carrie feel more otherworldly.
How do you edit out a blink? Oh, like just
Wednesday
between
did
cuts?
that.
Yeah,
What?
General Ortega's Wednesday did that.
yeah.
They wouldn't let her blink on screen.
They do it in loads of Tim Burton things.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
No.
Because he likes vampires and monsters and stuff.
White people.
White people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this about him. I've seen one Tim Burton movie with a black guy in it.
One? Damn.
Yeah, it's literally the only one I could think of.
Which
oh no,
one is
actually, Harvey Dent in Batman, 1989. He's black.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
I can think
cool.
of 2 black people in Tim Burton's filmography.
Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
The other one is Samuel Jackson, Miss Peregrine. That's a movie that exists.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
Yeah. No, what I was
So
the other thing I
cool.
wanted to bring up is the actual prom scene itself. Now, she looks like she's covered in strawberry jam.
Yeah, it's definitely the thickest blood they've done.
It's also the reddest.
Yeah.
It looked like, yeah, they just painted her rather than having, like, I think, I disagree. I think 2013 is the densest it looks,
Yeah.
the goopiest.
Interesting.
Also the most.
2013 is definitely the most.
I think
Yeah.
I agree with Viv on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but I can understand what you mean. It's definitely a lot.
Yeah.
They wanted to soak her in it.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of looks like... It looks... I don't know how to describe it. It's like cosplay
Yeah.
of Carrie, I guess.
It's a good costume of Carrie.
Yeah. It's...
I don't know.
If I saw someone at Comic-Con wearing this, I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If I saw this in a movie, I'd be like,
My-
is this Carrie 2002?
My note does just say massive bucket.
Big bucket.
I guess the bucket was big in this one. I don't even remember.
Hey, they're compensating.
Oh.
Was it in this version where it's just like, I'll huff and I'll puff?
It's in both this and the 2013 one.
They
the
both?
Shining references.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Little piggies.
Little big.
Yeah.
And I'll huff.
No need for it,
Yeah,
really.
nah, it's
I didn't
silly.
find it that distracting, but now that you're saying
I think it's
like,
more distracting than like in Salem's Lot 2004 when the dog was called Cujo.
Yeah. I don't know. I give those kinds of Shining references a pass just if as long as I don't have to fucking here's Johnny.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you just like
I don't know.
Now,
Wendy?
Now, with the prom scene, we kind of have already touched on this when talking about the rage. They didn't want Angela Bettis, Carrie, to actively be like moving and like
Yeah.
doing things to cause the events happening to the people.
'Cause
They
she's
wanted
the
it to be
hero.
in her mind. Because, and I quote, they did not want to draw parallels to Columbine.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That's not what happened at Columbine.
No, obviously not. Here's the thing.
If only there was a Michael Moore documentary, I'd know more about
Yeah.
this.
I can kind of empathize with what they were trying to do. I do, because obviously, it's funny because we talk about The Rage, but obviously we
Yeah.
mentioned Not Rage by Stephen King,
Yeah.
which is the book that Stephen King's taken out of publication because it's about a school shooter. If you genuinely are that concerned about drawing parallels to Columbine or like obviously the many, many tragedies that are similar to that, to be blunt, just don't fucking adapt it then.
Yeah.
Because people are going to draw those comparisons anyway, especially if you outright say it.
Yeah.
So then there are so
And
many
also,
other
a
things. You
depiction
can
of
just
something
adapt
doesn't
then.
necessarily mean it's an endorsement.
And if it's on your mind and you're like, we can't.
Tell the internet that.
Yeah, that's true. If it's on your mind and we're like, we can't do it this way because of that, I'd argue then lean into it. Not like in the visual sense, but more in the sense of like, okay, if you're concerned about people drawing parallels to Columbine, make that a theme.
Yeah.
Speak about how
It's not a bad thing to relate things to
Yeah.
real world events.
yeah, you can, and especially when you've got the flashbacks framing device,
Yeah.
make it so the survivors are traumatized and like they
You
can't.
could have shown like
yeah.
CCTV footage from the school.
Yeah.
Like obviously maybe don't recreate the Columbine like
No,
CCTV footage
obviously,
like
yeah.
shot for shot, but like
You can make it a theme where in the police room, people like those characters are reacting very differently to a traumatic event, and you can lean into it of like, yeah, Carrie is a victim, but also then she is a perpetrator of these crimes. Where like obviously never to excuse any school shootings, like
Yeah, we're
all
not
vile.
parallel. This isn't a parallel at all.
Absolutely not. But in that sense of like, if the narrative is going to be this victim of bullying does this horrific thing,
Yeah.
do it then.
Yeah.
Don't say that you're avoiding it just to cover yourself. Or you either do it or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
You can't pussyfoot around it in that way.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, commit to it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go for it.
Because it feels like they're saying that just to cover their own backs
Yeah.
rather than actually saying something.
yeah. And even, let's take them on their word, be like, yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
what they were going for. I don't think the substitute is any better for the narrative.
No.
I don't hate the idea because I did notice because we both watched this and 2013 the same day, didn't
Yeah.
we? Because in 2013, Carrie actively is moving, and I think that was an interesting choice that we'll talk about when we get to 2013 in more detail. So I don't hate the idea of, okay, have it so it's all happening around Carrie and she doesn't look like she's actually controlling it. But then the way that they frame it with just her standing there...
It makes it feel like she has less agency over the events happening. When
Yeah.
Clearly, she's doing it.
If I was going to give a bad faith criticism in terms of linking it to the Columbine stuff, I would genuinely say it feels less like they want to separate it by not having it be a parallel, and more like they want people to be interested in Carrie for the TV show that's going to follow this.
Yeah, it feels
So
so
they don't-
corporate and cynical.
Yeah, so they don't want her actively killing people.
Yeah. Whereas,
that's-
obviously, you
yeah.
say in the 2013 one, Chloe Grace Moretz is like moving around like she's
Yeah, she chooses.
Cara Delevingne in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
What I
she's
think-
choosing to.
but that's
protect
why I-
people.
In the 70s one, it's more of like the film language of
Yeah.
Carrie looking, the editing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the perfect
Cutting
middle
together.
ground of just
Yeah.
like
she's
she's
not
active in
yeah.
it, but she's not fucking flailing her arms around
Yeah.
looking like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
But we get some wacky CGI, which
We
is
do
always
get-
always fun.
Especially in this budget where it looks like absolute arse.
Which death is your favorite? I think there is one clear winner.
Is it the
the
basketball?
girl who gets hooped to death.
Yeah, Tina.
Tina,
I believe. Yeah.
She gets like
remember.
it's swat. You don't remember the fucking basketball hoop swinging down, hitting her, flipping over, and landing on her and crushing her to death?
Nope.
Did you watch this?
I did.
That was the highlight for me.
To be fair, I watched this twice, and I'm struggling to remember Chris's death.
She wraps the car around a tree, and then in the commentary they're like, "That brings new meaning to wrapping a car around a tree." It's like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
No, that's true. Yeah, I remember that now.
Worst part
Fucking commentary was
worst
awful.
part is, I thought that looked alright, the car hitting the tree, and then they fucking said that, and I was just like, fuck off.
Genuinely worst commentary I've ever listened to.
Yeah, it's
Official
up there
or
for,
otherwise.
It is up there for me as well. I don't think there are some commentaries I've listened to where it's like, oh, that's just kind of a bit boring. This is the only one that actively annoyed me, especially because we haven't said the sound mixing on it, they're silent for most of it. They're not talking, but that doesn't mean you can watch the movie, because you also can't fucking hear the movie because they dim the volume.
Yeah.
So you just sat there listening to breathing and occasionally picking out a word from Carrie.
But thankfully, they never released this in the UK on physical media. So really, they were trying to save us from this.
Well, I can pay like 40 quid to import the VHS at some point, I guess. Yeah. But
I will import a DVD at some point. But,
yeah.
Or Blu-ray if they've got it. But I do just want to bring up an interview with Angela Bettis from 2003.
Ooh, okay.
So they were talking about the movie May.
Okay.
So they do refer to the director of that, Lucky McKee, at some points. The interviewer didn't see Carrie. So Angela Bettis says, "You didn't see Carrie? Why? You didn't want to ruin it?" Followed by, "It's okay. If I weren't in it, I wouldn't have watched it. In fact, I would have been one of those down with the Carrie remake people."
Good for her.
Also, she states her friend and collaborator, Lucky McKee, hated it. But also, she says, "I got enough money from it so I could do things that I actually want to do that don't pay as well."
Good for her.
What a queen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I love her so much.
Oh, fair play to her.
Even though, I don't like the direction of the performance, but she was giving it. She was really trying.
I think she is the best part of it.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't think it's her fault, because it's clear that she's doing exactly what she's told.
Yeah.
Like her and Patricia Clarkson are the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to shout out the music during the prom scene. I thought it was really fucking goofy.
Yeah.
But also, what do we think of the Carrie destroying the town? Like that one, I looked away at one point during the commentary because I'd already seen it, so I was like doing other stuff while listening to it. And then I looked up while it has that shot of it swooping over the town, and I genuinely was like, this looks like a PlayStation cutscene.
I appreciate how bold they are with their vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to go further than the
But also,
one.
it's
work
within your own parameters, I guess. Yeah. I mean, if we are comparing budgets, like I said, this today would have like a $9 million budget, which is not too different to the original.
Yeah.
Which would be about 10.2 today. You do have to obviously factor, prices, change. Like, obviously that's just straight inflation, but, camera equipment's probably more expensive at this point as well. They're also using digital, which is the early days of digital.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can just whip out your iPhone and film it.
Yeah.
And also, they didn't really have to account for CGI costs in the 70s, whereas in this, they're just like, no, this is our CG budget.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't got many more thoughts on this, other than I thought, just to speak more about the prom scene, especially relevant as we go forward and talk about the 2013 one, I thought it was interesting how you see, because we talked last week about how we don't think that everyone is laughing at Carrie. We just think that's how she sees it. You actually see people in this, like, an upset for Carrie after the prom prank, and there's even that one girl, I can't remember who she is, but who goes onto the stage to like help Carrie afterwards. So I just thought that was interesting, especially considering
it's really going trying to make her more empathetic.
Yeah, which again I think is because of the
cynical reasons.
The cynical reason of needs to set up a spin-off, and that's why the ending is different, where Carrie kills her mother.
Terrible wig.
She does. She kills her mother by doing the heart thing. We get a cool CGI heart. And then...
I really don't like when they show,
No. You don't need to.
Internal organs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... It's cool. It doesn't look terrible for, the CGI in this. But also just, when they show it in any sort of film, it's just, kind of yucky.
But you just don't need to, either. We get it. You could.
This is coming from someone who likes body horror.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it cut to and it's just plasticine or something?
I don't
know. I think it's explicitly the heart.
Yeah. Sue Snell gives the shittiest CPR I've ever seen on screen.
Yeah.
She breathes in the mouth twice. Yeah, it works, and then she gets brain blasted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They bring her back for that sequel series.
Yeah.
We all know and love.
Yeah,
we'll
cover it later.
We watched all 12 seasons.
Yeah. This is Carrie season. All this year is just Carrie.
Where would the story go?
Yeah, because didn't they say they'd go and help other girls with telekinesis?
What is this? The fucking housemaid?
Well, they
It's
can-
like
yeah.
Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah, but, like, would Carrie go on to like fight werewolves and vampires and like all these other mystical things? I know I'm cooking.
You're fucking cooking with gas.
Yeah.
Then.
Look, if I'm cooking, join me in the kitchen. Viv, come on, I'll pass you the spatula. Come on, cook with me.
Carrie supernatural crossover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like hunting down.
Yeah, I guess Sam and Dean would have to hunt down Carrie.
Like, surely it would have
But then
to.
they
like,
realise
work-
she's the victim and they help her.
Like, how else? How are they going to help people? From what?
This doesn't make any fucking sense.
What
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
was your plan, Brian
You
Fuller?
hear some things, like obviously I know a lot about backdoor pilots, and you hear some of them where it's like, okay, this kind of makes sense. You can see what they're trying to do with this. This, it's just like, yeah, what do you do? The story's done.
It's kind of desperate as well.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
It's like with this confidence.
Pathetic.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we can do this. If you're going to do that, make Carrie a series. Do a Mike Flanagan. Just do it. Like,
Hi,
it's
Mike.
a series. Hi, Mike.
Are we going to launch the Hi Mike merch?
The high mic merch.
Yeah, there's a shirt that says Hi Mike.
I liked the one time, I can't remember when it was, when I think it was First Time Kings, when I said on mic, as in on the microphone, and
Yeah.
you thought I meant like on mic as in on God. I don't know if you hear that.
I don't remember. That's so funny.
Yeah.
On Mike, they will never remake Carrie again.
Again.
Okay, we're almost there, people.
Almost
Carrie,
there.
One more for now.
2013.
Yeah.
Okay.
2013. What a year.
What a
What-
year.
what a year.
Where were
We-
you? Where were we? Because we're probably...
School.
How old would we have been in 2013? 15? Just about to do GCSEs?
Something like that. When did it come out here?
November
November?
2013.
So yeah, we would have been like just entering GCSE years.
It would have been the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who.
Oh shit! Oh
That'll-
yeah,
that'll
that
place
frames
you.
that frames it.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you are.
there we go.
Yeah.
So
That-
yeah,
that
we
puts
were
us
in
our
like
mind.
yeah.
Me, I was mourning death of JFK 50 years on. I was like, someday Stephen King will
I
write
mean,
a
I was
book
the one
about
who
this.
I was the one who killed him, so you know I can't say much.
Yeah, I'm just going to run through a little bit of the production on this to get us started. So, hold on a mo.
Oh, what?
As you can see, my pen started running out. So
That's why I write in pencil. Also, because I spell like every other word wrong.
okay. So, in May 2011, MGM and Screen Gems, which is Sony, they announced they were working on a remake of Carrie. What a novel concept.
It's never been done.
Never been done. They hired Roberto Aguirre Sacasa to write the screenplay off the back of two things. Firstly, his work on the play Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, the one that famously like hurt
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Have you heard the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice? Because Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, the guy who plays Spider-Man is the guy who played Orpheus on Broadway in Hadestown, and the guy who played the Green Goblin is Patrick Page, who played Hades on Hadestown.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, wild.
That what you said was so layered in that you were just referencing Hamner and then went on to give us actual like
Actual information, yeah. So,
Yeah. Operating on levels we couldn't fathom.
yeah, honestly.
Also, off the back of his work on a 2008 comic book adaptation of The Stand.
I have, and also some other stuff by him as well.
Yeah. He would later go on to work on TV. So he wrote on Joe's favourite show, Glee, and
Did he?
developed Riverdale and The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah. He also did the Archie meets Glee crossover comic,
Oh, really?
which I'm not going to go into
It's
here.
a Glee comic.
Yeah, it crosses over with the Archie comics. It's insane. I'll tell you about it another time.
Isn't there like Archie v like Predator comics?
Yeah, the Archie comics are insane.
Who do you think would win, Archie or Predator?
I think
Oh, well,
Archie
how much
wins.
prep does Archie get?
I mean, the real question is how much prep time does the Predator
That's a
get?
guess, yeah.
Wait, so does that mean the Predator's in the Glee universe?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh my god, I'd love a Predator.
Who do you think killed Finn? They never gave a canonical reason
No,
because they
it's
couldn't.
the Predator. He came for Archie, but he got
Oh.
Is turning this into a short in bad taste.
Yeah, I just want to say I do love Glee, and the passing of Corey Monteith is a tragedy. Some people say the passing of all the Glee cast is a tragedy.
wouldn't go
Two
that
of them
far.
were. One
Yeah.
of them definitely wasn't. We're not going to
Wow,
talk
you
about
really
that
hate the one
today.
who drowned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, Corey Monteith and Naya Ferreira, burn in hell. And I'm not going to say
Carrie White. Are you the Carrie White haters right now?
Joe, have you learned nothing from Carrie?
Okay, yeah, my bad. I don't know how much of that you can cut.
No, I'm going to keep it all. You got to live with it.
I don't know. We're going to be talking about a different sex offender in a few minutes. So if you're... I'm not saying anything
I
else.
was just going to say, to take us off topic, if there's anybody here who likes Glee, Joe's written a book.
I haven't published it yet, but it'll be published soon enough. As soon as I can get it in like better order. No, I'm really happy with it. I just need a couple of beta readers. So I'm going to ask on Reddit. And then I'm going to ask my cool graphic designer friends
I only
to help
ask
me do
alpha
it.
I
readers.
thought Joe was going to call us betas.
No, I'm going to ask my cool graphic designer friend if he can help me design a cover.
Oh, good luck. You're friends with Pierce now, aren't you?
Yeah, now I've got his email. Set it up. By the way, the episodes of He Wrote for Glee were pretty mid.
Really?
Yeah.
Which
He
one?
wrote the episode where Kurt lost his gay virginity that sent Ben Shapiro into a fucking Twitter rant.
That's a mid-episode?
Yeah, it's not a very good one. Like I said, he didn't write bad ones. He just wrote boring ones.
When you say he lost his gay virginity,
How do you not know about that Ben Shapiro tweet? Ben Shapiro tweeted that because he had multiple tweets about crashing out about
there's a
Glee.
lot of Ben Shapiro
Yeah,
tweets. I'm
about-
sorry if I'm
yeah.
not caught up on the law.
But yeah, he had a tweet about like who's excited to watch Kurt lose his gay virginity on Glee next week. There it's like, Ben, what the fuck are you on? It's so clear that he watched like the whole show and just was like embarrassed about it. I think his sister was on an episode, like as a guest, not a guest star, but like not a cameo. She was just there.
Some people say weird things about Ben Shapiro's sister.
Yeah, don't know why.
Anyway, let's stop talking about Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I just checking the episodes.
No, we'll talk about the bear.
Yeah, I'm looking at the episodes. He only wrote like 6 episodes of Glee, and they were all fine.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah. When the film went into reshoots, though, they did hire Lawrence D. Larry Cohen.
Hey!
From
Not
last
that
time.
Larry Cohen, though.
No. But also a good Larry Cohen.
A good Larry Cohen, but not,
yeah.
but not,
Not the stuff.
Not the
Not
Larry.
Q.
not Q, not Salem's Lot.
A return,
A return.
you may say.
Return to Salem's Lot.
Yeah. They hired him to come in and do some rewrites. So weirdly, he's not credited on the back of the Blu-ray that I own, but he's credited in the movie itself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that, but I understand now.
yeah. So yeah, that's basically how it went into production. They cast one Chloe Grace Moretz in March of 2012. Filming took place between June and August of 2012. Was originally slated to come out in March of 2013, but then got delayed to its actual release date, which I'll come on to when we do talk about the box office. This was directed by Kimberly Pierce, who has made the movie Boys Don't Cry and Stop Loss. I don't know much about Stop Loss other than Channing Tatum's in it, and it's about the war.
Mm-hmm.
But Boys Don't Cry is
A
have you
huge
seen
awards.
it?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen it either. I know it won Best Actress for Hilary Swank.
For playing a trans guy.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, it wouldn't happen these days.
It was the 90s.
Yeah.
Trans men didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
So they needed women to play them.
Yeah.
But
It's from what I understand, though, it's like it's generally a positive representation.
yeah.
of trans.
I know people like it. Never ask a trans person their take on cinema because they're so different from person to person. Some people think like these are representation, like, are wonderful, and then you see someone just like their favorite interpretation of trans characters is like Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so different from person.
I mean, to be
person.
fair, when you got Frankenfurter, it's hard to go wrong.
It's kind of
Or
like
fucking Silence of the Lambs.
it's kind of like if trans people were like, I mean, I might just be spitballing here, but it's kind of like they're individual people with like, you know, their own opinions.
It's so extreme,
Fuck,
though.
Joe.
It is really like so extreme as well, though.
Yeah.
Like how different. I know a lot of trans people who genuinely hate TV Glow.
Really?
Yeah, it is just like any sort of
Like
depiction.
like Joe hated it.
yeah. Like,
I didn't get it. I didn't know it was about being transness, and my trans friends told me what it was about, and I was like, okay, I guess I like it now.
yeah, but yeah, it's like. But is she queer?
Yes,
Yeah.
Kimberly Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she's actually married to a woman who is a university lecturer on gender studies.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of why I just wanted to bring that up, because I think that's interesting.
Then why is it like this? Then why is it so fucking straight?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's because it's like a studio picture.
Yeah.
Maybe
Such a shame.
maybe when we get to the budget, that might explain.
Yeah,
Such a shame as well, because obviously it's got Chloe Grace Moretz in it.
it's got Chloe. Yeah, she's bisexual.
Yeah,
isn't
she's
she?
bisexual.
Yeah.
She was in Miseducation of Cameron Post.
Yeah,
Which is
I mean,
obviously a
she
top movie.
wasn't out at this point in
No,
time.
she was only
She-
like, how old was she?
She was 15 at the filming of this.
Yeah, so she wasn't like
She wasn't bi yet.
Yeah, they only become bi at like a certain age.
Yeah, and
I think she's bi. Imagine how she's like straight.
but she would have had to film that kiss from Kick-Ass 2 with a grown man
Oh god, yeah.
who is also like groomed by like an older woman.
Oh wait, was that
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Aaron Taylor
Taylor
Johnson.
Yeah, that Kick-Ass 2 kiss is really weird. And
No, we spoke about it earlier. I just want to, seeing as we're talking about like the kisses, we mentioned someone who was in Shameless for Carrie 2002. And I remember, like, I've never watched Shameless, but I know a lot about it because I was tempted to watch it because I knew someone in uni. And I know there was a couple in that where, like, it was the two actors, it was a gay couple, and one of them was noticeably, like younger than the other one.
Okay.
And the actor who played the older one refused to kiss him until he was like of legal age. And it's just like, wow, after I learning about that, I just really kind of opened my eyes to like, wow, you really can just say no, they're a kid.
Yeah.
And it kind of just enlightened me of like, I don't want not to put them all under fire, but like any case where it is a noticeable age gap, it's like, wow, you really could have just like not done that.
I'm just gonna check how old a certain someone is.
I'm also going to check Chloe Grace Moretz's sexuality.
Okay, yeah, so at the time of filming this, also Ansel Elgort would have been 18. There is a deleted scene of them kissing.
Fantastic news.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even bisexual. She's a full lesbian.
She's a lesbian. Woo!
Oh, yeah, good for her.
One sec. Is she? Oh, she's married.
Oh,
Yeah, she got married like last year, didn't
Yeah.
She was big at the time.
Yeah, she's got a wife. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Good for her.
she? She was in
That
this.
is every lesbian couple.
She was in Kick-Ass 2,
Yeah.
The Fifth Wave.
Yeah.
The producer on this is Kevin Misher, who produced Public Enemies, the Michael Mann film,
Yeah.
and also
Oh, shit.
all the Scorpion King movies.
Oh.
So,
There's a lot of them.
yeah. Music is by Marco Beltrami, who has done a lot of horror scores, namely all the Scream movies and A Quiet Place 1 and 2, but not the prequel.
Fair, I guess.
Director of photography is Stevie Yedlin, who worked on the movie May.
Really?
Yeah. And is also Ryan Johnson's cinematographer and has done all his films like
really?
Knives Out and
That's cool.
Knives Out. This one is like on an island and
Yeah.
Knives Out in the church.
That's cool.
And the next one will be Nice Out on a Train.
Yeah, Knives Out
We hope
takes
so.
Manhattan.
Knives Out versus the Muppets. whatever
Knives
we
Out
want.
versus Predator.
This is the Glee
Imagine.
cast.
Oh, Knives Out with Glee.
That'd be pretty cool.
I tell you what.
What? Oh, he loves
There has
musicals.
been a
He
murder.
does love musicals.
He does love musicals. He's going to sing Andrew Lloyd
He's
Webber.
going to try and solve who killed Cory Monteith and he finds out it's the Predator.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
That's good.
Edited by Lee Percy, who worked on Boys Don't Cry and Reanimator, and Nancy Richardson, and this is very of the time.
Yeah.
She's the editor behind a number of movies in the Twilight Saga. Woo! And the Divergent
Oh,
series.
wow.
I would argue it's not a saga. The Divergent.
No.
It is an experience.
Yeah, the Divergent experience.
Yeah.
You got that and Jimi Hendrix. Casting by Ava Kaufman, who is the casting director of the TV show Succession.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Also, the movie Tar. Which I
Oh,
really like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you still haven't seen Tar?
Still haven't seen Tar.
You'd love Tar. So
I
good.
know. Production designer is Carol Spear, who we'll see her work again in 11/22/63.
Sick. Oh, nice.
She also works with David Cronenberg a lot, and also Guillermo del Toro. She worked on Pacific Rim the same year.
So very busy.
That's very cool.
Very different looking movies, but yeah. Cast wise, as you mentioned, Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
She was in Kick-Ass, Let Me In. She plays Carrie. Julianne Moore, who is in Boogie Nights.
She has an incredible career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We will
she's-
also see her again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She was in Lizzie's Story, the Apple TV series based on the Stephen King book.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So that's like one of the more recent ones. I
Yeah.
think it was like 2021-ish. I don't know really what it's about, but it's directed by Pablo Larraín.
What else has he done again?
He's done like El Conde and Spencer and Jackie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it like that? Does it look like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
We've also got Gabriella Wilde as Sue Snell. She's in the TV series Poldark and Wonder Woman 1984. She is also in... Joe knows.
It's,
Okay,
I think
Viv,
I know.
what do you think that she's in that me and Joe would both note?
She's never gonna fucking get it.
No. Okay, she was in a Doctor Who episode. Which Doctor Who episode was she in?
Is it in a Jodie episode?
No.
Is it in a Capaldi?
No.
Matt Smith?
Yes.
Is it post Amy leaving?
No.
Is it...
I'll just tell you.
Yeah, just go for it.
She was one of the vampires in the Vampires of Venice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The one that... No, wait,
Fish vampires.
was that
Where
one of the...
vampires were fish.
Was that the one that was filmed in...
No, this one was filmed in like Spain or something.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's filmed in Venice, of course.
okay.
She's also going to be in Mother's Pride. That film.
Oh, is that what you were?
No, obviously I knew Doctor Who anyway.
Okay.
But I had this on my phone ready.
I did.
Oh,
Also,
that one.
I did
that
also
one.
see she was in
The
that.
Mum
Yeah.
movie.
No, I knew it from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's like a named vampire. It's just Vampire Girl, I think.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are named other than like the main one, the son and one of the girls. I can't remember.
The guy whose daughter gets like
Yeah,
sold off.
yeah.
Portia Doubleday is Chris Harkinson.
Sick name.
She's in the TV show Mr. Robot and the movie Youth in Revolt with Michael Cera. Judy Greer's back.
Yes,
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love Judy Greer.
Her son went on a long walk and she decided to go work in the gym instead.
Viv and I recently played. We were on a bus because the trains were cancelled, and so we took a long bus trip. And we played a game where we had to guess like who the other person was thinking of, and we mostly did actors. And I chose one for Judy Greer, and you didn't get it, and it was sad because I love Judy Greer.
Yeah, I love it when she shows up in something
Yeah.
like, even in like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She's never like a leading lady. She's always just there to support.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she's
you didn't
great
know
doing
fucking
it.
Steve Buscemi,
Yeah, I just couldn't forget. I couldn't.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah, I just kept mixing him up in my head. But yeah, I do. I love Judy Greer.
But you know, if you were Giovanni Ribisi, I would know.
You would know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've also got Alex Russell as Billy Nolan. He's in the movie Chronicle, which also spelled like telekinesis.
Yeah.
And in another one of your YA books turned movies, The Host.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen The Host. That's Stephanie
I
Meyer's
think
other
I've
one.
seen The Host, but I didn't like it, so I
So-
can't remember what happens.
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan's there. Stephanie Meyer wrote
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Host?
Stephanie Meyer
Yeah,
wrote
Stephanie
it. Yeah.
Meyer wrote that one.
She tried to write something other than Twilight, and it did badly. And she was like, "Okay, I guess I'll just write Twilight
Never
the
do
rest
that
of my
again.
life."
Something J.K. Rowling should stick to.
And lastly, we got as Tommy Ross.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is fun because we were watching West Side Story recently.
Yeah. The I mean,
I mean, we're
they're
going to
both
have to say his
good.
name's Ansel
Ansel Elgort. I used to like Ansel Elgort, and now I don't.
It was
and most people
2013,
shouldn't.
2014. He was
Peak
having
Ansel Elgort.
he was having an insane
He was in
run.
the Divergent movies.
Yeah, Divergent, Fault in Our Stars.
Not in terms of quality a lot of the time. He was making big bucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was big.
Baby Driver is probably his biggest role.
Yeah,
Yes,
Baby
yeah.
Driver. Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
coming back.
Maybe Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah,
Maybe.
between those two, I feel like two different types of people. Like boys know him from Baby Driver, girls know him from Fault in Our Stars.
Can I bring up a quick quote from the
Fault in Our
commentary
Stars'
track?
daughter. This is-
Baby Driver's son.
yeah.
Sorry,
Ma-
yeah, go on.
Am I okay to bring up a quote from a commentary track?
Yes,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
do.
Okay. So it was in the prom scene with Carrie and Tommy. And Kimberly Pierce says, "We were so lucky to have someone so charming and innocent as Ansel Elgort."
At the time,
It's aged like milk,
it's-
though,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. And thing is, apparently he's coming back into acting, which just goes to show cancel culture doesn't fucking work.
Hey, Johnny Depp's coming back.
Yeah, it just goes to show all of it's bullshit. But you know,
I don't think
yeah.
he's a terrible actor from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is kind of coloured by
Yeah,
what's come out about him. Not great, but as we've said before, and we are going to say again, because this unfortunately does happen in Hollywood quite a lot. Just because someone is talented doesn't mean they're good, and just because someone's not talented doesn't mean they're bad.
yeah.
Everyone's got shades to them. So this was released theatrically in the US on October the 18th, 2013. In the UK, it was released shortly over a month later on November 29th. The budget was 30 million, which is around 41.7 million today, so even without inflation, it's the biggest budget.
That amount of inflation in just over like 12 years is crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway,
All that inflation.
But it, unlike Rage Carrie 2, this one earned its money back and then some.
Really?
So box office, 84 million at the time, which is around 117 million today. 35 million of that was domestic. The other 49.5 million was international, with about 3 million of that coming from the UK.
There you go.
fair.
Now, we haven't done this for Rage Carrie 2, and I didn't do it for Carrie 76 either, just because they're so far away, we don't really have the information. But I do have the opening weekend box office for both
okay.
US and UK.
Cool.
So in the US, it opened at number 2 in the box office with 6.5 million, coming in behind Gravity, which was in its third week of release.
That's a very 2013 movie.
Yeah.
2013 movie, yeah. And in the UK, this came in at number 5 at the box office in its opening week, with less than 1 million, but just shy of 1 million. Behind at number 4, Saving Mr. Banks in its opening week.
Yeah.
Number 3, Freebirds.
Oh, I remember Freebirds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson and Owen Wilson are turkeys, and they got to stop Thanksgiving.
Okay, no, I definitely don't remember Freebirds.
What's that movie with the pigeons?
Valiant.
Yeah, you remember Valiant?
I remember Valiant.
Yeah.
It was never like my choice to watch Valiant, but it was just like, what else am I going to watch?
Yeah, it's kind of it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Isn't
It
it
always
Ricky-
reminded me of Chicken Run and be like, I'd rather watch that.
Yeah. Also has Ricky Gervais in it.
Oh,
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Number 2 Number 2 was Gravity,
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
which in the UK was in its 4th week of release at the time. And number 1 was the movie that I saw instead of this.
Oh, you said this the other day.
Yes, in the last episode, you may say. I'll give you a clue.
Oh, Hunger Games, Catching Fire.
Yeah.
The Superior. Bless you.
Thank you.
Superior movie.
Yeah, Hunger Games Catching Fire, which was in its 2nd week of release. So that's kind of the production.
Went pretty smoothly. No massive changes.
Yeah, it went through reshoots, but that's not too uncommon for movies.
Yeah.
More movies go through reshoots than you may think.
Yeah.
It's just they don't usually make the film completely different via reshoots.
Yeah, it's
like
not
some
an MCU
studios.
again.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know.
Captain America 4 adding a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But should we get into our general thoughts then?
Yeah. I'm happy to start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was surprised I didn't hate this. I thought it was...
I think he was so traumatized by the previous one. I think you're giving this one too much kudos.
Look, I'll be honest, I don't think this is, like, it's not a great substitute for the original.
No.
But if this is the only Carrie version of Carrie you've seen, I think it's decent enough. I like the two lead performances from Chloe Grace Moretz and Julianne Moore. I don't think it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a perfectly decent adaptation.
Do you want to go?
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not particularly strong of like feelings of it. There's aspects I like of it. I do like Chloe Grace Moretz. I was surprised how much I liked her, seeing as like I've spoken in the first episode about how none of the actresses who play Carrie, even though they fit the roles acting wise, they're not necessarily who I think should play Carrie.
Yeah.
Even Comparing Carrie mentions how the book describes her as chunky and none of the films do that.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to believe. But I was surprised how much I did like her version of Carrie.
Yeah.
I think Julianne Moore is really good. I love Judy Greer, but I genuinely do like her in the film. The weaker aspects, I would say, is just I didn't really care for Sue in this version.
Yeah.
She didn't seem as...
I would say, honestly,
gravitating.
the actresses for Sue and Chris, they were flipped.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
get
just
it.
like the tall blonde feels like this is just like
It feels like it's trying to go against type, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose so,
know.
but it feels so strange.
Yeah. Also, there is, in the deleted scenes of this, they recreate the I Hate Carrie white blowjob.
Do they?
Oh,
I haven't seen
Except the outside of the car. Ooh.
that. Is she still speaking while giving head simultaneously somehow?
Yes, she is.
That's impressive.
What I think I didn't like this, and I think the reason I dislike this probably the most is because it feels the most pointless of them all.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
fair.
closest to the Palmer without any of the swag. I don't like the 2002 one, but I could at least give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because it's trying to go so close to the book. And there are certain elements where they're able to expand. Obviously, she goes into the town a bit more.
Yeah.
But it's so similar and yet just lacks any of the depth of the filmmaking from the Palmer one that it kind of annoyed me. I will give it this, it's shorter.
Yeah.
So the pacing is a lot quicker. And I do like Julianne Moore and Chloe Grace Moretz. I do think they are good.
I was kind of expecting this to be your least favourite of them.
Yeah.
Only because it is the, on paper, least interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's just so similar. But like you said, Garen,
Yeah.
I think that if this was the only adaptation of Carrie, I would say it's a good adaptation. But
But that's the thing.
it's not.
Its only existence is a substitute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the original.
it's a modernization to bring new audiences into the concept of
And
Carrie.
it clearly worked.
Yeah.
I can get the cynical mindset behind its creation. I think, am I going to actively choose to watch this over the De Palma one? No. Am I glad I watched it? Kind of, yeah. I enjoyed bits about it. I think the performances are good. Honestly, one of the things that surprised me, I thought this was and I don't think this is it should have been nominated for an Oscar or anything. But it was shot like a real movie. It had colours, it had contrast, it had composition.
I think it looks ugly as shit. It's got that 2000, early 2010s horror film look that I really don't like. I don't know how to describe it. It's a certain kind of colour grading where
Yeah.
it looks cheap.
It's
I don't know
weird.
how to describe it.
Because I agree with both of you. I think that it looks fine, but I agree it definitely looks of its era in
Yeah.
terms of comparing it to other 2010s horror movies.
Yeah.
Horror went through a really weird space in the early 2010s of not knowing how to look. I mean, one of my go-to examples for talking about that is always Scream 4 and the weird glow and it looks like it's got
Yeah.
Vaseline on it.
In a weird way, I'm more forgiving for that sort of thing. Because it takes that to an extreme where
Yeah.
it becomes almost like an identity for it,
Yeah.
given the nature of Scream 4.
Yeah, whereas this, it's
Yeah.
there's no purpose for it.
Yeah, it's just kind of just this is how it's supposed
Yeah.
to look, rather than it's going for a specific aesthetic. I don't know that was Wes Craven's, I don't know if he was going for a specific aesthetic, but I think nonetheless, I think he achieved something with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody sees it differently. Obviously, you know, the way we watch it is completely different. Like, I watch it on a different TV. I watch it, you know, we all have different circumstances. At least from the way I watched it, I was, you know, on my TV with the Blu-ray, I was like, this actually looks vivid. Like, the night scenes looked like you could see shit, which we kind of have talked about this a few times with movies, especially recently. Movies just need gaffers, so maybe sometimes if something has like a decently lit night scene, I might be a bit more forgiving, because I'm like, okay, they actually like placed lights.
That's all I have to say. The cinematography.
That's right.
Yeah. I can't say anything about the music. I thought it was just kind of like,
yeah, it's nothing sticks out.
It's the same composer Scream 4 though.
I genuinely remember more music from the 2002 one than I do the 2013 one. Like, I thought the piano in the 2002 one was kind of pretty.
I can only remember more from this one because of hearing it played on the Blu-ray menu.
Oh, yeah, fair. Do we want to talk about the characters and, like, how they're portrayed?
Yeah, so director Kimberly Peirce treated, and mentions this in the commentary a few times, in special features on a number of occasions. She treated this material as though she was adapting a superhero origin story. And I think you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
This is her MCU.
Yeah, I mean, it's... If you put your mind back to where the MCU was at this time, like Thor 2 had just come out.
Oof.
Avengers came out the year before.
Yeah.
So,
like...
So superhero movies were in?
Yeah, they would have been filming like right as Avengers came out. I can see it. It feels kind of like X-Men-y, I guess.
Yeah, that's an aspect I kind of like. I spoke about this last week when I spoke about how the musical had a bit where Carrie experiments with her powers in a fun way, and they cut it because they said it cuts the tension. Whereas in this, you see Carrie more inquisitive of her powers, whereas in the other adaptations, they only really activate through emotion. Whereas in this, she has some form of control.
Yeah, and she's like making the books swirl around her room.
Yeah.
Apparently that was kind of, in the director's view at least, meant to sort of symbolize like the ways in which you explore your own body at that age. And it's kind of a metaphor for masturbation, the way the mother's like going to the room and finds her like sleeping.
That's very interesting, specifically the masturbation bit. But I get what she means.
I get it.
I
I don't think it would have clicked for me if I hadn't heard it in the commentary.
No, that didn't click for me at all.
No.
But I'm like, okay, I'm kind of interested. You know, I'm intrigued hearing
idea.
the methodology behind it. I do think the house has a severe lack of feng shui.
I agree.
Yeah, like I know we've talked about houses. I know when we saw Sentimental Value, Joe had a moment of crisis.
I hate modern. It's so weird to say modern houses.
The modern white house, it is like
and I'm saying
a new build.
My mother is a victim of the modernization of things, where it's just like, oh, we want to have this where it's white and it's like this, and it's like, cool, it'll look shit in a year.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she can do whatever she wants to this house. It's her house, not mine. But yeah, there's a bit in Sentimental Value where they have this beautiful, like, classic Victorian style house, and it cuts and it's been modernized and it's like white and tile, and it
it's disgusting.
It gets to me. Yeah.
It's a trend, obviously. I see why people are going for it, but
it'll look dated.
Viv and I watched a play in London called 222 A Ghost Story.
I've heard of this.
It's really fucking good. And essentially, like, the theme it kind of goes for is just kind of like, what is a ghost in terms of a building as well, where the main characters in that, we saw it with Mandeep Gill.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and also
yeah, she carried, it's fine.
Yeah.
But they have it where, like, they're redecorating their house, and it kind of discusses the whole idea of, like, but that takes away its identity.
Yeah.
And since that, genuinely, especially with, you know, my grandfather is still alive, his house is very old and old style.
I see you looking at a desk.
Yeah, you can see me about to punch that wood. It's just like a banister in my house is white, and like I remember my mother saying like she wanted to do that, and I was like, it's gonna get dirty, it's gonna look bad. And granted, it does. But you know, it's everyone has their own design choices. I personally would rather live in the Carrie 2013 White House than I would in like a new build.
Than the sentimental value.
Post
refurbishment.
Yeah.
The outside of the sentimental value house is still stunning. Yeah. I'm thinking like a new build, like the ones that are popping around in our town. Our town is full of new builds.
Yeah.
And my cousin lives in one. If she ever listens, sorry if this is offensive. They look gross.
Where a town gets slowly succumb to new builds until it's literally nothing but them. You don't realize.
Actually, you could probably do something with
and
new builds.
And the entire like the people of the town are turning into that couple with the giant picture of Tommy Shelby.
It's the same person, just slightly different. Like they're wearing slightly different shirts.
They got the gilet on, the little like tracky bottoms.
Remember my story I wrote about like a house?
Turkey teeth.
Yeah. I was thinking that when we were watching Sentimental Value. It's just like, oh, this is just Joe's story.
I wrote a story. It is very much like that actually. I've wrote a short story. I've not done anything with it about the story of a family over generations from the perspective of the house that they live in,
isn't it?
Yeah. So, it's not the most original ideas. It's not the most original.
No, we've talked about it before.
Yeah, we have talked about it before.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was fucking going with this as well. Oh, I could turn that into a horror story where it's like one classic house in a town slowly being like overcome by new builds. So it's like, oh god, I'm gonna be demolished.
It's like a body horror story for the house.
Yeah. Oh, I might have to cook with something with that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
see, conversations, they lead places.
It is.
What the fuck am I talking about?
We talked about Carrie's house, and I was like,
no feng shui.
No feng shui.
There is no feng shui, is there?
But is that on theme? Because she's religious, but she's not Catholic.
No, she's Catholic.
But then, don't they like extravagance? Not to generalize. It's a very bland house for Catholic. It's giving more Protestant house.
Like the houses aren't supposed to be. This is the church is the house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad.
Like, I do feel like that lets it down from a visual perspective.
Yeah, the house is very bland. It's not. Yeah.
It's like at least like
At least it gets destroyed.
Yeah, that's true.
More rocks.
I was watching this with Val, and she was just like, "Is that rocks? Where are the rocks coming from?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's in the book."
You don't know.
You don't know.
You haven't seen 4 other versions of Carrie.
Yeah. Would you believe that the opening scene with Margaret giving birth to Carrie was the last thing to be shot?
Yeah, it feels like an addition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it works though.
I like how they were 2 different babies. Like,
I mean,
like one was a very pudgy looking squidge, and then the other was just like
a full baby.
Yeah,
it's just the thing with films.
Yeah,
isn't it? What are they gonna do?
No, I don't blame them.
It's like we watched Hamlet yesterday, and she gives birth, and it's like, fuck me, that's a big baby that she just literally just birthed.
Yeah. Apparently, they can only like film a baby for like 15 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
So, really? Yeah. So, or like you can put the baby down for 45 seconds, but you can have the camera running for 15.
Really? So that's how they did that in American Sniper.
Yeah. So, they talk about on this they had like 2 real babies, and they had an animatronic one as well.
Oh, they had it in Esme, and they didn't use it.
Yeah, I mean they said they used it. I can't tell which was animatronic, but they look like real babies to me.
Yeah,
but it's a baby. I'm not really gonna like pick apart like that. Doesn't look like Chloe Grace Moretz.
And what do we think of the baby's acting?
Terrible.
Look, I say this with directors a lot when it comes to directing.
Yeah.
I could just imagine Martin Scorsese going, "All right, you just been born."
I do think that
devastated.
I do think it's interesting to include the because this is the only version that specifically includes the whole thing of like Margaret didn't know she was pregnant; she thought it was a cancer.
Yeah,
and like her going to kill Carrie and that sin of. From her perspective, the sin of keeping her alive, and the comparison between like her and Abraham. Is it Abraham, the guy who's meant to kill his son?
Yeah, Lincoln.
Yeah,
the vampire hunter. Yeah, and that comparison. There's some aspects of this I like some similar with Margaret's self-harming, which is an aspect in the book, and that none of the others touch. Where I am just kind of like I'm glad something talked about.
I think it's an interesting texture to add to the story.
Because it is an interesting way of like not all abuse is. Abuse on the child. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, I do like how the fact that as soon as she can't hurt her, she hurts herself.
Yeah, to make her feel guilty.
Yeah.
I also think to just carry on with some praises for this film. I think the way it discusses religion is slightly more interesting. Of Margaret, like, I wish they'd gone more into it, but Margaret clearly sees it all as a punishment, whereas Carrie does speak in the beginning about how, like, no, like, God loves me.
Yeah.
And, like, Carrie sees the positive side of things.
I read about that with Carrie 2002. David Keith, who played the detective, convinced them to put in more lines about, religion being a good thing.
It's like dogs playing poker.
Yeah. But...
She kind of cooked. I'm sorry.
But I felt it worked much better in this, because it does seem like, Carrie, obviously, she does wear the cross in a number of scenes. She does have a view of faith, in a way.
I wouldn't want a version of this story to exist that is purely anti-religion. And that's the thing with this kind of story, where it's like, yeah, of course there are zealots like this, and I kind of would be interested if Mike Flanagan does talk about the more modern weaponization of religion and faith.
Do you think he's gonna reheat those nachos from Midnight Mass?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, a man's written about religion before.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't want it to be kind of like with Midnight Mass. I wouldn't want it to be all negative.
Yeah.
I think that it's important to have that balance. But also
you want it to be both sides?
I want it to be both sides. Sometimes religion is good, actually, but sometimes it's not.
It's good when you agree with it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of religion, they got Bleeding Jesus. The statue of Jesus that bleeds.
Yeah. It's Jesus in this one. It wasn't Jesus in the 70s.
No, it was Saint Michael something. Can't remember.
Saint Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Hee.
I said when we saw the trailer for it yesterday, I don't care how many people say it and how many interviews there are. I do not believe Michael Jackson spoke like that. I think that is made up.
Have you seen Michael Jackson talking about how there were doo-doo feces everywhere?
No, I haven't.
Doo-doo feces. There were doo-doo feces all over the wall.
I think he put it on. It was a character choice. I don't think he actually spoke like that.
Well, can you just imagine him like coming home just like, oh honey, I had a rough day today.
Bullshit.
He's breaking kayfabe.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's the Simpsons bit. Just like, I've been lying about this voice. My real name's Leon. Yeah. If you want to get that joke, you have to own the DVDs. It's not on Disney Plus.
Oh, why not?
And maybe we'll talk more about Michael Jackson in the future. That's not a promise, or is it?
It's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee.
Hey.
It's a guarantee.
I'll happily have some tea. So Chloe Grace Moretz, first time a minor was hired to play Carrie. She would have been about 15 at the time of filming. In comparison, Sissy Spacek was 27. Angela Bettis was 28. And I know she didn't really play Carrie, but Emily Burgle as Rachel in Rage Carrie 2 was 23. The new Carrie in the Mike Flanagan one, from what I understand, she was born in 2005, so she would have been about 20 around filming.
That is so fucked up. Also,
I mean, Chloe Grace Moretz is a year older than us.
I need to be in something as substantial as Carrie this year, otherwise I'm a colossal failure. Anyway,
you are.
I didn't hear what you said to begin with, but I'll listen back on the recording. I'll get in touch with you in a few days.
I need to be in something as substantial as Carrie before I turn 28. Otherwise, I'm a colossal failure.
Viv, you're always in something more substantial than Carrie 2013.
You're on All Hail the King.
My heart. Yeah. Does that not mean more?
They mean more. We're 3 hours in, man. I'm
G.I. Jane?
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane 2? Can't wait to see it.
We're gonna have to talk about it. But we've already said about how Sue doesn't really do much in this adaptation for us. We're gonna have to talk about him. She does fuck. This is the only one where Sue fucks, which is different because usually Chris fucks. But this one shows that even good girls can fuck. Thoughts?
I should be on the ban.
I feel so sorry for her. Like, not only did she have to have sex with Ansel Elgort, she had to have his baby.
Honestly.
Interesting inclusion from the book, but that's
in the
change. Book. Yeah, so in the book, Sue is pregnant. I mean, she vomits in this, which immediately means she's pregnant.
She's pregnant in the book?
Yeah, but don't you remember how the book ends? Oh, where's my Kindle?
She gives birth.
No. she has a miscarriage, and as she's like standing outside the White House as it's collapsing, she feels the blood run down her leg.
The White House?
The White House, the one, Trump.
That's what I generally thought. Like they go to see the president.
I forgot you haven't read it. No, like the Carrie White House. Yeah, she's pregnant. She's pregnant, and then I assume it's implied a miscarriage or anything, or she thinks she's pregnant and she has her period late. But it ends with her bleeding, her having her period.
Yeah, because in the commentary for 76, they say,
"Oh my God, is it Carrie White?
They say,
is he on the lawn?"
Shut the fuck up. Speaking.
They say she gets her period at the end. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's different people reading different things. Like some people may see it as her just getting her period. Some people may see it as pregnancy.
Well, I'm sure.
I haven't read it, so
it said that her period was late, which usually means pregnant. Okay. But like
well, like you interpreted it one way, Viv didn't.
I don't know. I'm half convinced Viv didn't read it.
I read it on a bus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she didn't watch most of these.
Sorry, you read Dr. Sleep on a bus.
I did.
No,
and I
it's only because you read it 3 times and you've watched these 6 times. Back off!
Okay, that's fair.
Are we reaching like peak podcast now?
Yeah.
I mean, this might end up being our longest recording.
Maybe.
If we keep... I don't know.
If we
are kind of talking about the same points as well. Like,
yeah.
Well,
we're not regurgitating thoughts, but we're talking about the same themes.
Well, it's the same plot. Like that's the difficult thing with
That's
this.
what I mean. It's pointless.
I'll bring up something, and I know Viv can... This will keep Viv in reins. I like how we get to see the last vestiges of phones being fun and the internet being...
That's true. I do like YouTube just being there.
Old YouTube, yeah. Not like a substitute.
I think
just
it would have been
YouTube.
cooler if it had the star ratings era, but I'll take this version. So.
Yeah. It's like phones were useful, but they're not all on their phones at prom.
Yeah.
They haven't got brain rot yet.
Being in the moment.
Yeah.
Also, slain.
Also, I love that because Sony are involved with this, and I think I said this recently watching the trailer for Goat.
Oh, yeah. I think
this kid's got game.
Yeah.
Anytime it's like a Sony movie, they're using Sony products like Sony Vio or PlayStation. Yeah. It's just like they're all got like Xperia phones.
I like the Sony phones. I think they were cool.
Yeah. Around this time, I think I had a Windows phone.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with those twins?
They were. I remembered the twins, and then I was like, "Why do I remember the twins? Why are they twins?" And then there was that visual gag of them looking across, and it's the mirror, but it's not the mirror. It's not. I thought that
was pretty funny.
And then they get trampled, and that's why I remember the twins.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah, it is sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it just goes to show that sometimes people have twins.
Yeah.
I like twins and stuff. It's like I've been in the Matrix when it's all twins.
I said horrible death for the nice girl. How does she die? I don't remember.
Who's the nice girl?
It goes bleacher death. Yeah. So that's when the guys get crushed in the bleacher. That was good actually. No tech guy, which is where the guy who helped her full screen died.
I was gonna.
No.
Then
it says sad twins, and then horrible death for the nice girl.
I don't think Chris was nice, but her death was funny.
Her death was funny. No, it definitely wasn't Chris, because then it's Carrie saves Judy Greer.
What, Chris being crushed in the car?
Yeah, just the way she's like stuck in.
That was a bit much. I remembered that specifically because I remember thinking like,
she
that
like
was
the pavement
dumb.
lady
from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who else. How are people dying? Because I would say she gets crushed, but then it's the twins that get trampled.
I don't know. I'm forgetting what Chloe Grace Moretz looks like. She's Angela Bettis.
She's
Sissy Spacek.
I said funny parking. I remember that somehow they got blocked in.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why park like that? It's like they specifically parked there to piss them off. And also, how did they get out? Did they just drive into the other cars?
I'm assuming they I don't know, did not John Travolta get out and push the car? Maybe. That's what I would have done.
I really don't like that guy, like his casting.
No. I thought it was Theo James at first.
Oh, really? That's funny. Because I get it's like, he doesn't go to the school. He's older.
Scramble.
He looks 40.
He does.
Yeah.
Like, it's really off-putting.
To be fair, he looks like a guy who would go out with a high school.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of on brand.
I kind of liked, and I know they sort of did this in 2002, and they sort of have a version which we kind of referenced with Rage Carrie 2. I kind of like the bit where they were like talking about Chris's dad, and she's got a video on her phone, and like Judy Greer is just like,
yeah,
go after them.
Got him. Yeah. I like that scene. I thought it was interesting. I genuinely did see about how in the 2002 one they included the scene where the principal did stand up against the dad. But I thought it was interesting how in the 2013 one, the principal doesn't stand up against the dad. It's Judy Greer is left to do it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting choice.
Yeah.
It's like all the men in this are just afraid to say anything in regards to
What
this.
do you think Matthew Lillard's going to do?
I feel like they'll make Matthew Lillard have that scene.
Yeah, he'll put on his Golden Freddy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think that was an interesting way of doing that scene, having it like, well, just check her phone. And even, I thought it was even interesting how the dad even gets annoyed at Chris.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows that perhaps, he's not very kind to her, and maybe that's where that stems from. Which, is not something I think needs to be explored. I personally don't love it when it's like, oh, this horrible person, they're actually victims as well. It's like, well, it doesn't excuse what they did. Yeah. But it's an interesting thing to like hint towards.
I hate victims.
No, you know what
say you hate victims.
Just because you were bullied doesn't mean you should bully other people.
That's true.
It'd break the cycle. It ends with us.
It ends with us. It doesn't excuse it, but it does explain it.
It does, which is why I'm glad it's there, but I'm glad it's not overplayed.
What do you think about the way she uploads it to YouTube? Just calls it Carrie-ing.
I like that. She makes like a fake account for Carrie, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Which is...
I don't know if this was in the deleted scenes or if this was in the actual version. It's all blurring.
Yeah.
I watched this one, the commentary for this one, this morning as well. Like 8 a.m. Like, alarm went off, turned on Carrie. Literally, I was like half asleep as the lion was roaring. Did they have the scene where not John Travolta... is like, you two should kiss and make out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was in the actual version. I couldn't remember.
That was grim.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like, so there is some queerness that she brought in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If only it was a backdoor pilot to a series.
Yeah. To be fair, though, that's kind of the straightest thing two girls can do.
Go kiss each other?
Yeah.
Kiss each other for the enjoyment of a man.
Yeah.
Oh, so as soon as you apply the male gaze to... women loving women, it ceases being.
We spoke about this. I think this is interesting. I don't know if I'm kind of talking out my ass with this.
No,
but considering, like, we talked last week about how we haven't really talked about the shower scenes in either of these ones.
Yeah.
But we spoke about last week about how is it male gazy or is it just nudity? It's not like it's not male gazy. It's just objective nudity.
Yeah.
And in this one,
Can
obviously,
there be
it's
a thing as objective nudity?
But exactly, that's a whole other conversation. Yeah. But in this one, like. This version, considering it is directed by a woman, still feels male gazy.
Do you think so?
I think a little bit, yeah.
I didn't feel that as much.
Less with Carrie, I think more with the other girls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like anything, like in the shower scene?
Not the shower scene specifically. I was harkening back to the shower scene with it last week. But I mean, specifically, I don't know, maybe it's a conscious choice of like how Chris is characterized.
Yeah.
Where she's like overtly horny, but like... and like jumping on the guy in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels like a specific choice, and like the fact that we do see like Sue having sex and like she's not even into it. And I don't know. Like I guess it's male gazy, but like I feel like it's a conscious choice to depict those things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I feel like there's something there to discuss. Obviously, it's not something that you two have like thought about, which is completely fair.
I think it's more substantial in the De Palma one, considering his like track record for this
and the
kind of thing.
Also, for the fact that like he's a man directing them.
Yeah.
In this one, I don't know. It's kind of like it feels like there could be layers to it if they were given more, if they'd spoken about it being a purposeful choice of like.
I don't think it has enough thought behind it to be a sort of like a reclamation of it. I don't think it's like an anti-male gaze.
That's yeah. I feel like there's something.
And some people doubt whether that's even possible.
That's what I mean in the sense of like it feels like by depicting Sue having sex, it's like I said, it's because all good girls have sex as well. But then is that also still not like?
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, on the new album.
Yeah.
Well, the new one or the new one?
The new
one.
The deluxe version.
Yeah.
Taylor's edition.
Yeah.
Good girls have sex as well.
Yeah.
Brackets, I hate Carrie White.
Taylor Swift would bully Carrie White.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What do we think about one of the teachers canonically being a nonce?
Oh, yeah. Hated that. I'll
Yeah.
give Ansel Elgort that. I'm glad someone's fucking said something to him.
Yeah, funny that he like stood up against the nonce.
Yeah, yeah, ironic. No, I hated that guy so much. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
one
was
thing
it Tina
being-
he was flirting with?
yeah, it's one thing being a nonce. It's also, I know like some teachers genuinely do just love the fucking power of it.
Yeah.
But what Carrie read wasn't that bad. And this girl clearly has severe social anxiety, if not possibly like all the autism
That's the most you've
spectrum or
spoken all
something.
year.
Genuinely fucking hate that man. At least like the other teachers, like the teachers in the first one are kind of indifferent at worst. And then the 2002 one has that one teacher who's super excited. I don't know what that fucking guy's problem is. Did we see him die in the prom? If not, I hope she killed him afterwards. Like she just found him and offed him.
Do you know who Sissy Spacek suggested for the role? Who? Lindsay Lohan.
Interesting.
I think Lindsay Lohan could have worked
Yeah.
had it been
Earlier?
10 years earlier?
Yeah.
Mean Girls era.
Mean Girls era, Herbie Fully Loaded era.
Mean Girls,
Not
but it's
like-
just Carrie.
Not in the time where she was working with Paul Schrader on the Canyons.
I love the idea of Mean Girls, but the entire plot is exactly the same, except after Regina George goes nuclear at the end and like throws out the burn book and whatever, Katie in Mean Girls just does a Carrie.
Yeah.
Should we do another Carrie episode where we watch the Mean Girls adaptations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Mean Girls and Mean Girls 2. I've not seen the musical.
What
Much
was
blood
the
in this.
fucking anime editing of the prom thing? It genuinely had like the same editing of a Dragon Ball blast.
Do you think,
We're like,
oh, we're going bomb.
No, it felt like a Bollywood movie.
yeah, we're just kept replaying.
Yeah.
Like I can think of genuine shots in Dragon Ball where Goku fires a beam and it reshoots it.
It's like
And
the
then,
it's like the thing from someone who's just seen Police Story when he jumps down the pole. It cuts to the same thing 5 times, but
Honestly-
it's kind of just like, you know what, he deserves it.
Yeah,
he
it's
died
cool.
doing this.
Honestly, I like it. I think that's like a really neat choice you can do as like a filmmaker. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of like takes you out of time for just a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Disrupts the flow.
I think he should have reversed it and then did it again.
like a YouTube poop.
yeah.
well, it would tie in because it's like on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like carry on.
And it just like got that guy like nice. MLGE. It would have been of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted-
Lacrosse. They play
Oh yeah, he plays
in this.
lacrosse. I do not believe, and again, maybe it's clouded. I just don't
We
believe
saw something-
Ansel Elgort has the charisma to be like walking around busting everyone, like dabbing everyone up. I just don't think he's like that type of guy.
I don't know. I think he's exactly that kind of guy.
Maybe I think he
Derogatory.
I think he thinks he's that kind of guy.
No, I think you got to understand that kind of guy isn't cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, he thinks he's cool.
Yeah. So in a way, he fits. for
Okay,
it.
yeah, fair enough then. Yeah,
you
can't
go.
convince me. I will say, in the prom montage scene, which I like the girl bits, I didn't like the boy bits, he has this one shirt on with like ruffles that I did think was very nice.
Oh, there you
and I
go.
do like his suit.
No speller talking though. So
I didn't
No.
like the. It's so fast as well. That sequence of them going to like get the.
Yeah, it's kind of random. I didn't really need it. Like the shirt that he said looks like he's liking, the one I like, isn't even the one he wears to prom then. He has a completely different suit on. Makes me feel like they needed it to be like a minute longer.
In the prom scene, in the
Yeah.
commentary, they kind of Kimberly Pierce at least explains at least her rationale for hiring Chloe Grace Moretz, acknowledging that she doesn't really fit the description of Carrie in the book.
Yeah.
Whether or not I agree with this is, I'm just saying it as is. These days, we cast Chloe Grace Moretz to show that anybody, regardless of what they look like or who they are, can be bullied.
Okay. I thought it was going to be like anyone could play Carrie or something. Doesn't matter how ugly you are, you
Yeah.
can be in a movie.
It's like I said last week. I completely understand why it's something that's
Even
avoided.
pretty people can be bullied.
Yeah. She was saying, like, apparently she was bullied at school for being famous. It's just like, okay.
Oh, wow. That's a shame.
Yeah. I'm like, sure.
But I feel as though you have an easy win there.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, I'm famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was in Kick-Ass.
It's like, who are you? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know your name. Everyone knows my name.
But she gets bullied in Kick-Ass too.
She does, yeah.
She makes them poo. Remember, she has the poo gun.
I have not seen Kick-Ass 2.
I forgot that. I watched it once while I was in Spain.
I saw her in cinemas. First film I saw at our cinema of choice.
Really?
Genuine.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
She has a
cool.
poo gun
That's really cool.
and a vomit gun. It
I wish
makes
I
them
had a
and
poo
vomit.
gun
Have you seen the Miseducation
of Cameron Post.
No.
Yeah, it's really really good.
It is really
Does she have
good.
a poo gun in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she?
Weirdly
Yeah.
enough,
She uses it against the
the conversion therapy people.
yeah. She just like
You should be straight.
I know some people don't like it
Classic.
because like the director did like a really like personal movie, and this one was just kind of an easy adaptation. But I think they're both great.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've seen The Fifth Wave. If that counts.
It's close enough.
That's basically conversion therapy.
Yeah. I mean, they have to
In a
stop
way.
the converting
Humans.
alien.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I cannot remember that movie. What it
No,
was
me
about.
neither. I remember those aliens and it's got that cute boy in it.
She does say though as well. She directed Chloe Grace Moretz to act reptilian.
You know what? I can see that.
Yeah.
I would never have got that if she hadn't said, but I can kind of see what she means.
Especially when she's doing all the movements
Yeah.
after being covered in the blood. One thing I do have here is they fly now.
She flies. They do
Oh
fly.
yeah, she does fly now.
What do we think of her saving Judy Greer?
That's nice. I like Judy
that's
Greer.
nice.
I like it, and I do love Judy Greer, but weirdly,
But she also killed
kind of
here's what I mean.
everyone.
I think it makes everything else seem meaner.
Yeah.
Because it means that she specifically chose, yes, the one person who was nice to her, but also most other people, they didn't do fucking anything to her.
Yeah.
So in trying to make her seem more empathetic, they also made her seem way harsher.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, you choose to save her, so you fucking
it also
execute
doesn't
everyone
help
else.
that with her purposely controlling stuff, she is like executing.
Yeah.
Rather than just
This
like
is the other side of what we said about
Yeah,
earlier.
it reminded me too much of
2002.
Columbine.
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
have cut it back.
Yeah. They did shoot the blood dropping for real. It does look very CG though in the film.
Yeah, it's very.
But it could just be like
I didn't think it did personally, but you know.
Did they use real pig's blood?
no that they in the behind the scenes they had like loads of like different tests of them using different like fluids and stuff just to get
Yeah.
the right consistency. I think it looks pretty good. The blood on her.
So much blood.
It's
Yeah.
it's a bit overboard, but I think it looks kind of like good and like dark red blood.
Yeah, it looks like, it's drying, like dry
setting.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than paint.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially I think it looks really good in the alternate ending, which is not the alternate ending for the versions that you downloaded off the internet. It's just the ending.
So do you mean the original ending now?
No, the version you two downloaded
Yeah.
had
That's
the alternate ending with the hand.
Yes.
So what is the original ending?
The original ending is they kind of have like the press thing
Yeah.
or like a conference or they're interviewing Sue
Sue,
Snell. Yeah. Then she goes to the grave. It says Carrie White burns in hell. She puts flowers down and then it cracks and you can hear Carrie screaming and leaves are flying.
Which is very shit.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
I don't like the alternate ending, but I actually do think it's a little better.
I don't think they really make sense.
No, neither of them do. In the commentary, weirdly enough, for the 2002 one, they say about the whole jump scare of the endings, and obviously the 2013 one hadn't. Oh no, it had happened at that point.
Yeah, it was 2015.
I just don't think I appreciate the iconicness of the hand, and I've said about like how my dad told me about that before. But I feel like all like the other adaptations took the wrong message from that of like ending with a shock.
Yeah.
And just completely mistook on what they should do with that then. It's like, okay, we need to have something like that. It's like, no, you don't. You can just do something different. The book doesn't have a jump scare at the end.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't even hate the idea of ending with like Sue having the baby. But like maybe you could maybe do something with that thematically, considering we see Margaret have the baby at the start. But you just, like the hand coming out, grabbing it. I don't know, it just feels so unnecessary.
I don't quite understand what it is. I think it looks neat.
Yeah, it's a cool enough visual, but it's just like...
I think it should have...
That's probably what they thought.
I think the baby should have come up and it looks exactly like a tiny Chloe Grace Moretz. But not like a baby version, just like hair
It's
shrunk.
just, yeah.
We do, however, when she's going through the town, we don't see her destroy the whole town. We see a bit of a town being destroyed. But she goes after Chris and not John Travolta.
Yeah.
Not Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Chris. Yeah, sorry. Sorry,
Isn't it-
we're
I
like
know.
3.5 hours
Hey, it's,
in.
at least it's not Salem's Lot where they all start with the same name and they're all like...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. But she does use her earthquake power. Do you think this Carrie could take on Abra in a fight, who also uses the earthquake power?
Oh, yeah, who would... Because I was going to say at the end, which Carrie do you think would win in a fight? And I do think 2013 Carrie.
Yeah.
But then would she beat Abra? I don't know. I feel like all the Carries together could beat Abra. Because Carrie 2002 has like the
Carrie
vision...
No Way Home.
Yeah, because Carrie 2002 has the vision powers, which is the one thing Abra has against everyone else.
Yeah.
Because if not for the vision powers, they'd stand a chance. But Abra can just kind of like, put them in the mind palace. So unfortunately, I do think Abra still wins.
I think Abra still wins.
On a 1v1, I think if it was Carrie No Way Home, they'd stand a chance.
It'd be like the Marvels.
Yeah, it would. But they just body her.
Yeah. She's just like, oh, wow. Like, ah.
But yeah, unfortunately, Abra is still at the top of the hierarchy.
Yeah.
I do think any Carrie could just decimate Danny, though.
Yeah.
And probably Pennywise as well.
No, Danny would put her in the box.
That's true. Danny would put her in the box.
That goes in the vault. There we go.
Yeah. Do we have any further thoughts on the movie that you two wanted to share? I'm pretty much done with mine.
It recreates the De Palma death of Margaret.
Yes.
The crucifying.
Right. Yes, I wanted to talk about this. So I had a specific memory of how the death was played in this. And I said before, I think, the death is really overplayed. And that's not what happens. So I remember the death being like, Carrie lifts her up and like the utensils like make like a little vortex around her and like cut her up. And like, so it's like a spiral effect.
Yeah.
And that fully does not happen.
Are you confusing it with The Last Stand? X-Men The Last Stand?
Does that happen in X-Men
Kind
The
of?
Last Stand?
Not
Because
really.
I've been...
Well, with like Phoenix and shit, where it's just like they all like fucking. Because
I've been
Wolverine's
losing-
getting like kind of like cut up and shit.
I don't know. Let me have a look.
I think
Because I've
that's
been
a bit of a
losing my
stretch,
mind.
but
I can't think of any other
I
example.
asked on Reddit about it as well because I was like, I went on what movie am I thinking of, the subreddit or something like that, and I was like, I remember this, but it's not a Carrie movie. And they're like, oh, is it one of the other ones? It's like, no, it's not Carrie. And I was given like a bunch of movies to check, like Chronicle, The Spell from like the 1970s, a bunch of different films, and it's like, and Looper as well, which I completely forgot had telekinesis in it.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. And it's none of them. So what did you say you thought it was? X-Men.
Well, Last Stand.
X-Men The Last Stand. I think it's a bit of a stretch, but...
I have no idea, but I remembered. I remember thinking like...
Are you thinking of Xavier just popping?
It's definitely not that. I remember...
Are you thinking of the guy who's like a porcupine? And he just grabs him and just...
No, I specifically remember like them being lifted.
Are you thinking of
whoever
the
it is.
Tasmanian Devil?
It's no.
Why'd you bury me in the cold?
But it's been driving me insane. So if anyone knows what I'm talking about, and like I tried to find to see if it was I'm not okay with this, and as far as I can tell, it's not. But I haven't fully rewatched it, so who knows? Right, Professor Xavier is being lifted up right now. So let me see.
I don't think it...
I'm pretty sure.
This is not even the one you were referring to, was it?
No, I was more thinking of Wolverine at the end. There.
No, it's I can see it's weirdly close where it's like he is being lifted and there is a swirl of things around him. But I specifically remember like it being like cutting the person as it goes. I don't know. Unless I just fully made this up, but I swear it exists. So if anyone is listening and
Joe
knows what I'm
dusts off
talking
his,
about.
Script for Carrie 2038 or when you get to remake it.
If Mike Flanagan's version of Carrie has this happen now, I'm gonna go insane.
Yeah, I would vomit.
Yeah. So
we'll remove the high mic. We'll be like replace the shirts with like fuck off mic.
I'm like,
Stop listening.
yeah. But I don't know. So that's my main point is I spent years genuinely thinking this movie ended a certain way, only for it to just be a rip-off of the Brian De Palma one.
Yeah. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
I'm done with this film.
Okay.
Any other final thoughts?
I was just going to say the reception it got.
Yeah.
So on IMDb, this has got a 5.8. Letterboxd has a 2.6. Rotten Tomatoes critics scores 51%. Audiences gave it 44%.
Oof. Lower
Metacritic
audience.
is 53, and Cinema Score is B+. For me, though, I will say I liked it more than 2002. I had more fun with The Rage than any of the others. At least that we're covering today. I think we're kind of like unanimous in
and ranking
being
is
the best.
Is ranking for everyone. Carrie, The Rage, Carrie 2, Carrie, and then Carrie.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And we know which ones we mean.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
we're all carried out.
We're almost done.
We're almost done.
It's a shame we have another segment to do.
What did we call it?
Recommendation.
Recommendations.
I still like it. I know
Okay.
I've got mine.
Okay.
I know you would still cook.
I genuinely forgot, so I haven't thought about it yet, so I will go last.
Okay. You go first.
Okay. So my recommendation is, it's sort of an album, but you can view it as just being the artist in general. We're recording this on the 10th of January 2026, which is 10 years to the day when David Bowie passed away.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember this being one of the most affecting celebrity deaths for me. I love Bowie's music, and today I've listened to a couple of his albums, but I'm just going to shout out in particular Black Star, his last album, which was released 2 days before his passing.
Insane gangster move.
Yeah, it's a great album. It reflects on mortality, and it's even showing even at that stage in his career and his life, even battling the cancer that would kill him, he's still discovering new sounds and experimenting in different ways and still being creative. And
He was inspired by Death Grips for that album.
really,
Yeah.
hell yeah. For a while, it listening to the album would make me upset because obviously the connotations of it, but in time I've been able to process it as more of.
And even on its own, it's quite heavy.
Yeah, but I've been able to see it more now as even faced with the end of all things, really, you can still be creative and let your heart sing, essentially. So, yeah, not to bring the mood down, but that's mine.
Let's not bring the mood down. Let's bring
I also listened to The Next Day, which is
beautiful.
another great album.
Yeah. I recommend all of his discography,
Yeah.
even though it goes all over the place sometimes.
I need to explore more of his 90s stuff, because it's the stuff
All the stuff
I've listened to the least.
listen to his Trent Reznor collab stuff.
Yeah.
I've never listened to Black Star, so I'm going to make an effort to download it, put it on my iPod and give it a listen.
Yeah. It's only 40 minutes
Have you
long.
listened to any of his albums?
I don't think I've ever listened to albums. I love David Bowie's music, but it's very individualistic.
I'd say
and
start off with his
singles.
70s stuff and then maybe try his Berlin period.
I would say if you're going to start off, Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, Ziggy.
Yeah.
Then I would say Low, Heroes.
Yeah, I'd say Heroes, then Low. I think for me, Low is my favourite album of his. You could even do his Space Oddity.
Yeah. The song though, I think the album is kind of ass.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting starting point, really.
Okay.
Just see where earlier Bowie.
Made a note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His 80s stuff is pretty good as well. His early 80s stuff. It's whatever.
Or you could just scrap that and just listen to Reality.
Yeah.
Or look at the album cover.
Just look at the album cover all you want.
Yeah. That's my recommendation.
Nice. My recommendation is tied to the 2002 Carrie in a very weird way. In the score, there's this very particular string motif that plays every now and again. And I thought it was a sample from the song that I love, but there was literally a negative million chance that it was, and it just sounded quite similar. Because okay, so this band called the Fishmans, they're a Japanese band from the 90s.
Yeah.
They started off as a sort of a dub reggae sort of band, but then they sort of morphed into the late 90s into more dream pop and more progressive sort of music. And they hit a peak with their last 3 albums, and then the main singer sadly passed away. But the album before the last one, it's called Long Season. It's one song. It's 35 minutes long. and it is incredible. It's like imagine like imagine like an Echoes, except like just pure bliss and happiness.
I've just want to chime in.
Yeah,
Viv recommended this to me a while ago, didn't you? And I did. I had it on my the MP3 player I had before my last one that broke, and yeah, it's fantastic. So
but I'm not recommending that version.
Never mind.
Their last.
What are you recommending?
Their last album kind of is a live album, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the last concert they ever did. It's called 98 12 28 Oto Katachi no Wake. Alright. I probably I probably butchered that a bit. It the last song on that is a live version of Long Season, and it brings on like a bunch of live musicians and that, and they bring on this very, very talented violinist, and she what she brings to it is like fucking incredible. But there's like a slight but anyway, bringing it back, the motif in the 2002 Carrie sounds very similar to the one in the live version of Long Season, which you should listen to, which is very good. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
You can't use
put
that.
So much thought into that.
You can't use that.
It's too close to King.
It's too close to King.
Yeah.
No, we're joking.
Anyway, and then listen to All the Fishmen because they're great.
Yeah. You both done music. I'll do music. I completely forgot this segment existed. I'm going to be entirely honest.
We mentioned this before recording.
I know, and I was like, I'll think of something, and then I forgot. But I'll shout out some music.
We don't have to always do. I
know, but like we've seen one film this week in cinema, which was Hamnet, which I did love, but I wouldn't. It's not necessary. I wouldn't want it to be my recommendation.
Okay.
So I'll shout out an album by one of my favorite artists. Probably my favorite album of last year, which is Wishbone by Conan Gray. And Viv knows I love this album because she's coming with me to see Conan Gray in Manchester in a couple of months.
Yeah.
To be very fun. It's a quite an upbeat poppy album. The kind of goes through a lot of themes of situationships, especially Conan Gray was a queer person, and just how queer people have relationships with people, sometimes especially unhealthy relationships, and kind of goes through somewhat of a narrative of someone entering a relationship, breaking up, and going through the highs and lows of feelings that you feel after a breakup. Before then, especially like I feel this in my own personal life, lamenting on whether or not that was the best decision to split up with that person, and then also thinking about just kind of overthinking of the presence of a relationship in a queer person's life, particularly when there's not many other queer people around you, and you feel like, damn, was that the only chance I ever had to have that, and finding yourself yearning for the idea of someone rather than the actual person themselves. And I make it sound quite heavy, but it is like it's a very interesting take on that, where it goes through that, but then he comes out on the other side of it in quite a joyous way, and it doesn't put down the emotion. It lets you experience it. So it was my favorite album last year, and I've listened to it fucking loads of times. I genuinely think it's fantastic. So.
Oh, that's our recommendation.
That's recommendations.
I said last week that I was going to, and I'm saying last week because it is the week as a context, that I was going to check out your guys' recommendations. I have not had time because we had to watch.
You didn't watch the other version of your recommendation.
No, I said I'm going to watch the other West Side Story. Didn't have time. Yeah. We're having this time we'll actually have a bit of more time. So hopefully, by the time we record our next episode, I can actually say, "Oh, I checked out what you recommended."
Mm.
You don't have to do it as well. I'm just doing it because I like putting extra shit on myself.
Okay. Before we do the wrap up, as usual, I just want to shout out some of the people on the Reddit for interacting with my post and sharing some things about Carrie. It was an interesting, just seeing some people bring up some points here. We've got Joe Morg on Reddit who says the issue with them is all of them make Carrie into an anti-hero instead of a tragic villain. Every single one of them. For instance, Carrie has a snap on stage and basically attacks everyone in a PTSD fog. We've got some people here, like Zudoplex, who says, I like the one with Angela Bettis. Also, another person here, Blackberry_Riot37. 2002 is my favourite. I was in 10th grade when it came out. I think it kind of...
I can see
you
someone
attaching
latching
it
on
to that.
Before you say anything, and you go any further, I think that first comment is really interesting on it being her being an anti-hero rather than a tragedy. Because I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but I could definitely see that with maybe the 2013 one. And that's what I mean with her saving Judy Greer, painted it in a whole different light.
Yeah.
And like that is, and it's interesting because we spoke about Columbine and that whole narrative. So I'm glad that person said that, because that's a really interesting take.
Yeah. We also have some people on here, for example, Silver Sunshine Stairs, who says, the remake with Chloe Grace Moretz is solid. I would even say I enjoy it more than the original. But likewise, we have people like Mr. Bark III, who says, Carrie 2013, besides The Rage, is the one I dislike the most.
Yeah.
So I think that one is the most hotly contested. You have some people gunning for it, some people hating it. That circle of people kind of like the 2002 one.
It's nice to hear that people have different opinions. It sounds weird to say, but even though we would say there's a definitive version, I'm kind of glad that there is a bit of debate on it. It's not like Salem's Lot, where it's very much like, oh, the original is the best one. I know with people, like, we liked aspects of 2004, but I mean just in terms of everything else around it.
Yeah, it's the mythologized one.
It's nice to hear people have attachments to the other versions. Makes you want to say that one of them shouldn't exist less.
Yeah. And if you have some thoughts on Stephen King adaptations, be they the one that we're going to be covering next or any in the future, you can always send those in to us. The email is in our description. It's allhailthekingpodcast@gmail.com. Or if you don't want to email us, you can reach out to us on the socials. We're on both TikTok and Instagram at allhailthekingpodcast. We're also on YouTube. However, you can find us there at Pod One Out Studios, where you'll also find Viv and Joe's other podcast, First Time Flyers.
Yeah, and at the minute, we're just about to wrap up our superhero season, where we talked about the CW DC shows. I think the most recent episode will have been Legends of Tomorrow.
No, Supergirl.
Really? Supergirl? Oh,
yeah, so if you like another girl with powers...
Supergirl. It's because I edited The Flash yesterday, so in my head, I'm a week ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you like those shows, check us out. And if not, in 3 weeks, we're going to be covering iconic girl shows. So again, if you like girls...
If you like women...
check us out. If you like women, we like women.
Hell yeah.
Women are pretty cool, aren't they?
I like ladies.
I love women.
That's the biggest takeaway from watching the Carries, because, we talked about how Stephen King doesn't really write women much, or like female protagonists. It's nice to see a woman.
It is nice to see a woman. I think that's a great note to end on. It's a shame that I have to say this. If you want to leave a 5-star review on your podcast platform,
leave a 5-star review if you love women.
Yeah, leave a 5-star review if you love women. If you hate women,
leave a 5-star review for hating women.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I will not endorse this.
No, I'm kind of with Viv on this. Only review us if you love women, and only give us 5 stars. You can do it on any platform. The big ones are Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you listen to this on YouTube, because they do go out on YouTube, give the video a like, and also, share this podcast with your friends or like-minded people who may enjoy StephenKing.
Or your self-hating Catholic mothers.
Yeah, that's true. Comment your opinions on all the Carrie films. Which one is your favourite? What you think Mike Flanagan might do with his, or just comment your favourite woman.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Mike Flanagan, he never sent us the early cuts of Carrie 2026.
He didn't.
To be fair, though, we are recording the day the episode went up.
Yeah, check the Tumblr.
I don't know if I have Tumblr. I don't have Tumblr
just
on my phone
here it is.
anymore.
Hold on, I just had an email from Mike@flanagan.com.
Alas, I deleted Tumblr off my phone because I'm trying to...
Ask him if he can get us in touch with Neon so we can have some distribution deals or something.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all for this episode. I think you're not going to be complaining. This is probably our longest recording we've ever done. Surpassing Life of Chuck.
Yay!
Rest in peace, Life of Chuck.
Rest in peace.
It's funny that it took talking about 3 movies to overtake it.
Yeah. But next time, we're going to be visiting one of the 90s miniseries.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah. It's the Langoliers.
The Langoliers.
I've read it. I read it over Christmas. I was so far ahead of it. I read it in 3 days.
Yeah, I've already seen this one, but I'm really excited to revisit it.
I've
after
also
many years.
I can't believe we finally got over this mountain of Carrie.
Yeah.
Well, until the next one.
Until the next one.
We probably won't do it as soon as it's out. We'll probably wait a bit to see general.
We'll give it some time.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to cover. And if you think there's anything we should cover, get in touch. We might adjust our schedules based on what the people want.
As long as it's a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, don't...
We're not listening to the people who tell us, oh, just do any film. It'd be get you more views.
Oh, you should talk about The Thing. It's
like,
okay, I love The Thing.
One of our close friends who doesn't listen told us we should do The Room. And it's like, what the fuck are you on about? Neither of our podcasts would give us an opportunity to talk about The Room.
Joe, that's what we should do. We should do a Room podcast.
No, The Room is a backdoor pilot. All right. Well, this has been fun.
Coco's losing his shit.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time for the Langoliers. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.